the fiend Zogrozoth. Inside his shop, the fight kind of spilling out into the streets with the assistance of Priest Tieflis. You managed to force him to run away as he plane shifted away, leaving you to loot his office, though Rita still seems bound to actually have to run the shop. Celebrating your victory, you guys went to the inn and had a good night's rest. Morning has come. Now, Taka, so you guys sleep, right? You guys have separate rooms in the inn?
I do. I'm pretty sure we all do.
So, Taka, you wake up and kind of like gripped in your hand is a couple pieces of rolled up parchment that weren't there when you went to sleep. And there's this nice, like, finely detailed wax seal on them.
I'm sorry, I have to step away. What?
So you guys went to the inn after your big fight with Zogrozoth. You forced him to retreat. You've had a long rest, but when you wake up in your bed at the inn, clutched in your hand is like some rolled up parchment, sealed with a wax seal that seems to have a finely detailed crest on it.
Well, is it just me or is it everybody?
Just you.
Do I recognize this crest?
No, you do not.
Does it look? Does it look devious? Like it's gonna harm me?
Make let's call it an insight check.
Let me get my character sheet open. Okay. Insight. Ooh. Okay.
Okay. The parchment is really fine, almost vellum-like in its quality, and the wax seal. Like I said, has a lot of detail finely pressed into the wax, but you don't really like see anything on it that would indicate that it would be malicious. You kind of feel it in your hand. You don't feel any like vials of anything that would break if you open it. There's no obvious magic writing on the outside.
Okay. What time is it? What time?
Sunrise.
Okay. Well, fuck it. I want to open it.
All right. You open the parchment. You roll it out. It appears to be a letter written in common in a very fine hand, in a hand you recognize, along with the name that it's signed by.
Mm-hmm.
Really, it's more than 2,000 characters, so I have to fucking, fuck.
Oh my god, now this is an actual legal drafted document. God damn it.
He got together with Spectre, and he broke out those books he has.
Now we got to get together as a party, fucking read this thing for like 40 minutes, and try to see if there's any loopholes.
Well,
When you pay a
I'm gonna read it first.
$1,000 consulting
Okay.
fee to an actual lawyer for your D&D session.
So I just split up in two messages, but that is the letter that you have before you.
Mm-hmm. Okay. phylactery. Okay.
What a douchebag. I think I actually wake up to my own problems, right, DM?
Well, you mean that your dagger's missing?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna be hyperventilating and like panicking a little bit about that. Like, fuck, I forgot to put that in a lead container.
Uh-huh. And the person
And
who isn't here wakes up with it.
so I'm gonna put a note to self because that person's already shown a particular interest to it, is attuned to the item, so it would be reasonable for me to inquire to that person to get it back. But I think on the process of me hyperventilating and freaking out, I realize after calming down, my breaths become really shallow and sedate, and I don't need to breathe, which is really fucking weird.
You don't cast a shadow. You don't need to breathe. You might be undead.
Burn the heretic.
So, let me ask you a question. I'm not quite familiar with the lore of succubuses because I did bed a lady before I went to bed, and that might be the thing. That might be the cause. Can I make an Arcana check or something?
Sure, make an Arcana check.
Could they do something like this to me? Like take some like life essence out of me or some weird shit?
Oh, they can definitely suck the life out of you, but it usually just kills you. It doesn't turn you into an undead.
Maybe,
with another undead.
maybe this is a succubus that isn't malicious. I don't know. I don't know where the Lady of the Night was.
Doesn't
Like,
make you undead.
to the
It literally sucks your life force. Succubus suck your life force. They drain your body. There's nothing undead about it. It's just a husk.
I'd like to inquire the barkeep the word Lady of the
They
Night is.
feed on the soul.
You know, I probably didn't ask for her name, but I described her appearance.
Uh-huh. Well, the bordello's next door. You could inquire there.
Let me close the door. Hang on a second.
What's a lich?
It's a being that has stored its soul in a phylactery, and thereby achieving a form of immortality.
Typically, it's an individual miraculous intelligence that cheated their way to death. Typically, wizards. Although warlocks have been known to assign their souls to their patrons in exchange for having it stored in a phylactery of some type, being a lich. But yeah, I inquire to the place under. I'm not sure where that is, but I do inquire. To the barkeep, if it's next door, I don't care. I go there. I ask.
The bordello is next door.
Okay, well, I go next door. I knock on the door, you know.
Uh-huh. Yeah. You know, this older woman opens it. Sorry, honey, but we're not open till later.
Oh, I'll just inquire about this. I described the individual, and I said, I just need to talk.
Uh-huh. Sure, why don't you step inside? She welcomes
Thanks.
you to the parlor. She sits you down and she goes and retrieves the woman.
Now, while they're gone, I'm going to go and grab a guidance on myself. And first off, I'll thank her for her manners and stuff in the bed, you know, compliments her and stuff. But then I'm going to kind of go and inquire, like, did you do something to me while I was asleep?
Nope.
You didn't do anything like funny or weird?
Nope.
Because I kind of feel weird. I want to make an insight check.
Sure, make an insight check. She's giving you a look like that's not what you paid for, so I didn't do it.
I'm going to detect thoughts just to make sure without verbal somatic components.
Okay, yeah, that's exactly what she's thinking. You didn't pay for anything weird, so she didn't do anything weird.
Like, see anyone break in or something? Or feel anything?
What?
The mind is confused as well, isn't it?
Yes.
I'm sorry. I think I just drank a bit too much. Sorry for bothering you. Do me a favor, ma'am. Could you pretend you never saw me? And I give her 2 gold.
Be nice and say
She
please.
pockets the gold and says, "Well, I have no idea who you are, but better leave before the madame finds you."
Thank you for your manners. I leave. Huh. This is really fucking weird. So I think this is about the time when I gather with a party, and I think they're starting to discuss this spooky contract.
Well, I'm going to share it with the party and tell them I woke up with it in my hands and I didn't have any clothes on.
So there was a second page to that, which was the actual contract.
Oh.
You know how note that it only counts for yours and not for everyone else that fell.
I'm still reading it. I'm slow.
I wouldn't agree to this without a guaranteed ceasefire on both ends.
Alright, I've read it over. Well, it doesn't say anything. Well, I mean, ceasefire, what do you mean? We already beat him once.
Who's to say that he doesn't come later and beat the shit out of us?
I mean, he could try, but I don't think. I think if we give him this soul, he'll be fine.
I will note again that it only accounts for your soul, this contract. It doesn't count for everyone else that died. Their souls would be forfeit. This is not a good contract.
Well, though, it's a soul for a soul.
When it says undersigned, previously signed contract for the Circle of Ages, does it account for just Taka, or everyone that signed underneath the contract soul? Under?
Sorry, I thought you were asking the party, not me. You would have to make a, let's call it an Arcana check.
Sure.
Also, I like how it says the teleport delay is 666.
Yeah, of course, because an evil fiend's got to be edgy and put those numbers in there somewhere.
Yep. So you think that if a contract, there was only one contract that was signed, and if the entire contract is null and voided, then the entire contract is null and voided, including everyone attached to it.
Oh, okay. Then I'm mistaken. This isn't as bad as I thought. Okay.
So I think, it sounds fair, in that, I'm gonna put my lead helmet on before I continue. I just make sure that's on. It sounds fair, that soul and we get all our souls back. We don't necessarily know this guy's a bad guy,
Bitches are almost unanimously evil creatures.
Who are, sorry?
Liches.
Oh, I didn't notice. I'm not very smart.
Their life force requires the constant consummation of souls,
Oh.
typically monthly.
Okay, so then that's even better. We know it's a bad guy, and it doesn't say if we fail that you guys are in any trouble. It'd just be me. On the other hand, the rewards are over so safe. All the dead people and me.
I would have to know a bit more about the outside terrain of this residence we're going to trespass. If it's like just a pocket dimension, that could run into some huge problems. Even if we kill the big bad evil guy, we could be trapped there and have no means to teleport out.
That's my only question. Is it doesn't say anything about getting out if we're getting teleported in.
Yep.
So maybe we should go pay little Rita a visit, see what she says.
That sounds like a good idea to me.
But I mean, what's your character, Mister Beta? Your name's not right.
Sister Beta. Oh, I should change my name. Yeah, good catch.
That's not
Yeah, Sister Beta.
Sister Beta and Gilbert. Are you a character? Are you a bear?
Is the bear a bear? The bear seems to be distracted, perhaps offering honeycombed rations. Pemmican. Oh, look, there he is.
Okay, so Bear and Sister Beta. I mean, what are your thoughts on this? Very quiet.
If something is undead, I believe it should be destroyed. It is not natural.
Sounds like yeses to me. Very good. Okay. Well, let's go talk to
Some
Rika.
part of me is morally against it.
Morally against killing a bad man?
No, for the bad man to live, he must be destroyed.
Okay, very good. Well, let's go see Rika. Rika.
So you walk down the streets. Normal, bustling morning. A light drizzle has kind of rolled in. You get to the shop. The shop looked like the front of the shop, because you guys know how you broke out that window and jumped out into the street? Totally repaired. Like it never happened.
Very good.
You walk in.
Damn, he's got a good insurance policy.
Rita, in that same flat tone of voice, gives you the greeting to the shop.
Hi, we're here to ask questions about the current contract.
Yes, and what would you like to know?
Where is this place that we're being hypothetically teleported to? Where on the map? Just pull out a world map.
I don't know the exact location. I do believe it was, however, beneath a major city.
So if we're getting teleported in there, how are we supposed to get out?
Probably by walking.
She nods and says, there's access points in and out of the place. It's just because of the distance involved, it's easier to insert you via teleportation. You could walk out of there and into this major city.
I'll bet he's living under a cistern. Nobody expects a lich to live in a toilet.
What abilities does this lich have?
Oh, numerous. He's a very accomplished wizard and also incredibly busy and is in the city. He sort of runs the place.
Is this one of those undead residences, the Nation of Undead or whatever?
No idea. Like I said, I don't know where the city is. But your contract is just to find and destroy his phylactery. You don't have to fight or kill the lich.
How exactly will we destroy a phylactery? Typically, these magical items are of high tier, are not easily destroyable.
Oh, he thought you would already have a way to do that. Well, if not, and she reaches down below the counter and pulls out.
You can cast Dispel Magic on him, can't you?
No, it would need a little more powerful than that. She pulls out this lead jar and she kind of puts a thump on it, on the. And she says, "This is a highly concentrated magical acid. Put the phylactery in this, and the phylactery will cease to exist. Don't get any on you.
Do we need to stir it or shake it?
I wouldn't risk it.
Do you know what the phylactery looks like?
No.
Does your master know what the phylactery looks like?
Probably not. He was barely able to find out where it was. That's why he's sending you in."
Can I make some type of check under to determine what the minimum maximum sizes of phylacteries could be?
Sure, make an Arcana check.
I'm gonna read the book and use some reborn knowledge, the life of underling, to some great evil deity. I'm gonna add an extra d6 to this using reborn knowledge. 24.
Okay. Well, generally speaking, making a phylactery involves having to suffuse the object with magic and reinforce it. So it's going to be something generally small enough to fit in a pocket or backpack. It isn't going to be like a building.
That's what I was thinking, but I wasn't so sure.
As
Because
for
technically,
a minimum size, it does have to be big enough to sustain a life force, so it won't just be like a grain of sand.
so we're talking about at least the size of that
The
object for a soul
smallest-
cage.
The smallest one you're aware of was a needle, like a sewing needle.
Okay.
There's stories of let you put a needle in a fish and so on and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
Put a needle in the fish and a bigger fish, and then they had that fish swim down to the deepest depths of the ocean.
Immortal, just long reset time.
I'm also interested in our futures. Should we hypothetically destroy this soul, this phylactery, what stops your boss from just trying to kill us all? Or the reverse? There should be an amendment to the contract.
Well, I suppose I'd have to ask you, what would he gain by killing you? At his heart, he is a businessman. If there's no gain for him in killing you, and he frankly doesn't care all that much about gold, why would he attack you?
Maybe he sees us as a threat. We would honestly
You're not.
was hoping. I think you may think so, but I'm not so sure he thinks so.
She pulls around a piece of parchment and shows you, and it's a note from Zagrazat to Rita in his handwriting saying likely questions the adventurers might ask you. On it, she points towards the bottom, and one might say, "How do we know he won't? How does he know we won't come after him?" And it says there in like all caps, they're not a threat to me.
See, you could talk big, but that doesn't mean that your actions follow your words.
I don't know. It's on a scripting note card that kind of makes it sound incredibly important and definitely very true.
Rita sort of shrugs and be like, "That's what he told me."
Can we get a bit of history, background history on this lich? Maybe what they did before their life during lichdom. What happened exactly? It might give us some clues on where a phylactery might be, or what its powers may be in detail.
Well, she pulls out this book and starts flipping through it, and there it's like, well, let's see. Zabit, Zargat. Here we are, Zakiti. Ooh, that's not good. Well, apparently he like enslaved an entire village. Killed them all as part of his ritual for becoming a lich. Used that power to take over and gain a bunch of power in the Confederacy of the Yarkazar.
Confederacy of the Yarkazar. That's the nation of undead, isn't it?
Yes.
Everything's starting to make a bit more sense now. I figured he would be there, but yeah. I don't have any reason to doubt that. Yeah, I think this is an evil fuck.
Oh, he's definitely very evil. But more importantly to Zagrezoth is he owes Zagrezoth his soul, but has taken steps to prevent it from being, reaped.
Yeah, loophole.
Exactly. He found a loophole and thinks he can cheat death. Some of you might owe your souls to Zagrezoth, and he's willing to forgive that debt for reclaiming this one. The whole, you can't hide, you have to deal with me, is bigger and more important to him than your souls are actually worth. He's willing to, basically sell you your souls back for helping repossess this band soul.
I would agree to this contract if there is a stipulation added that neither side attack the other or directly interfere with one's plans.
He would not agree to such an addendum.
Pardon?
I said he would not agree to such an addendum. It is
What's
far
this
too
for?
broad and long-lasting. You don't live that long, quite frankly. He does.
I believe that this is just another attempt for us to do your dirty work. And since only one of us owes their soul to your master, what if we kill the one that owes the soul? Then your master would have nothing to do and he could go fetch this soul from the lich himself, correct?
Kind of about the other souls of party members who are currently not present or had previous characters that died and have a vested
Well,
interest
they're
in their
dead.
continued
What do we care?
survival.
They're dead.
Also, did you just
The one that has the sun isn't around either. Oof, I really wish he was here.
did you just threaten to kill me?
I think he did. You should kill her. Not the shopkeep, the robot.
Beta's a bit abrasive, but she does bring up the point.
There's
I mean,
literally,
what's to stop Zagrezoth from coming back to us and bullying us to another contract? That's what I'm saying. That's why I do not want to agree to this yet.
I don't think that's a high likelihood, and we've
No, I
already.
want a guarantee. I want a guarantee from a man like this.
I don't think that's necessary.
I think it's absolutely necessary. Look at him. He teleports things in people's hands. He could slit our throats in the middle of the night after we're done with his dirty work.
But he didn't.
Yes, because he's still we're still a value to him. What happens when we're done being a value to him?
People that you can build a functioning workplace relationship, even if you're fundamentally opposed on certain things, is, still good. You don't kill people who you can have be at least amenable to doing dirty work for you. I'm saying this as a player. So if we do this and we complete it successfully, it means that we are competent and also willing to work on contract-based pay. So we can continue to get jobs from him, and he can continue to have us do shit. It develops a functional
rather not.
relationship.
I'd rather never take a job from this individual again.
Yeah,
This is not good. This is not a good man. We should not be working for a good. We should be working for a good man. I understand, and I'm willing to overlook it in this case if amendments are made to the contract, because people's lives, people's souls are at risk. But we otherwise shouldn't be getting our business from such a dirty man like
Other
this.
than that, then, Micmic, we don't have a choice because he's not going to make an amendment like that. So you're kind of stuck with a take it or leave it situation. So we might as well decide now: do we take it or leave it, and then continue on with the night?
I'm just saying, quite frankly, this guy's a fiend. He doesn't think like us, but he does seem to keep his word on contract. I think it's reasonable to argue that we should have an amendment to prevent him from forcing us to sign another contract through death or some other shenanigans. If we piss him off some other way, fine or whatever. I don't have the exact words because this contract's just been pressed into me.
Why are you so worried? We could have killed him, and we almost killed him. The only reason he escaped is because he could teleport, so he could teleport things. I don't think it's that scary.
Yeah. It's really not that scary.
He could have been dead 4 times during the fight, but I wasn't shooting arrows at him anymore. He wasn't that tough.
This man has a lot more resources than us.
I know, but I think you're overblowing the issue for...
Yeah.
I'm not. It's absolutely reasonable what I'm thinking.
You would also be locking us into never killing him.
Yeah, that also kind of ties our hands.
This is just one contract. We do it, and then we'll deal with whatever the problems happen after. But the contracts will be over, and everyone's soul will be fine.
Also, I can give you one completely metagame reason why he's not just going to murder us all in the middle of the night.
Because Under's not a dick?
Yes, because Underdark is not a dick.
I know, but these are just things that I would come up naturally.
Are you sure about that?
I mean, looking at the party death, nah. I don't think, no. on the meta, I don't think, but still, I feel like it would be a reasonable thing to bring up.
Beta is down for it. Destroying an undead is right up her alley. She has no problem doing it.
I'm also
for some reason deep inside of her, she has to destroy it.
I mean, he killed a fucking village to gain his powers. I don't care so much that he's undead, but I mean, the maliciousness and malevolence that he went to achieve his power is absolutely disgusting. And I would want to destroy him out of principle.
We're getting paid in our dead comrades' souls to kill him, so I don't know. Checks out to me. Let's do it.
All right. Well, would your master be willing to amend some additional supplies? It sounds like he's already supplying us this highly concentrated magical acid. Some gold cost of magical material components for spell scribing would be invaluable to the odds of the success of the mission.
Didn't he just agree that you could keep the contents of his office that you looted?
I'm looking right behind you. It's still stocked. I wanted to take stuff, but I wasn't going to knock you out to rob you blind.
You want magical spell components?
Yeah, spell scribing components, to learn stuff like Fireball or whatever the hell we may need. Yeah, look behind you, and I point to a couple of things of instances. We looted the second floor under. We didn't loot the first floor.
Right, but she's at the counter, and in front of her is the shelves of stuff to buy in the main floor of the thing, so she can keep an eye on everything.
Yeah, I'm pointing to that stuff. Oh well, I'm pointing to the stuff that can be bought.
Right. Yeah, so you're pointing around you.
Yeah, I would assume that the goods would actually be behind to secure them a bit more safely.
No, if someone blows themselves up, they owe the gold for what they blew up.
Yeah.
They're tricky like that.
Yeah, but I think we should get it would be mutually beneficial for us to get some spell scribing components as part of the contract.
Okay. Well, how does 200 gold worth sound?
Can we make it 300? We have another maybe wizard that would also benefit.
250.
Well, Find Familiar does require 10 gold each. How about 270?
270 works. Deal.
Very good. Well, I'm for this. Is everyone else okay with this? I hear silence, so I'm guessing there's no opposition. Okay, well, one of the last questions. Is everything in the letter plain lettering? There's not some invisible ink bullshit that adds some additional stipulations or maybe what would you call it?
Every dead.
Welcome back. Yeah, so I think we're about to accept the thing, but I had a question about that, and if there's any ciphers that would put additional stipulations.
Okay. Well, you can make an investigation check to see if you can figure out if there's a secret code ciphered into the letter or contract.
Okay, well, I ask her plainly before I do so.
And she shrugs and says, I don't know. I didn't write it.
Insight check? Oh, well, no. Nah. Yeah. Okay,
I mean,
well, I
you can.
investigate it myself. Nah.
Okay. Sure. Make an investigation check. You would, however, know that if there is actually like magically invisible writing on it, the only way to really detect that would be like through like the see invisibility spell or something equivalent to that.
Yeah. Let me add... You know what? No, I don't think it'll pass regardless. That's my investigation check.
Okay. So it doesn't look like there's a secret code in the contract writing or the letter. One thing that does strike your eye, though, is that the lettering for the numbers in 17 days is slightly off. Like it wasn't written at the same time, or it was written by a different hand or something than the rest of the contract.
Uh-huh.
Does this mean that the individual is giving us more time? What would be the original deadline under? Was 20 there, 20 back, a few days of fucking around.
Yeah,
66.
So you know that you basically have 18 days before the souls are forfeit.
Well, I'll just point out the discrepancy of 17 and say what's up with that. That's kind of weird.
Well, it sounds like he was giving you she's looking at it, it's like, oh, he did one of those. That's always cool. Basically, she points to those numbers. That's a countdown. That'll tell you how many days you have before this second contract is voided, and therefore your original contract is all that's going to remain.
That's neat.
Underdark.
Okay.
I have a question. Does the ink physically begin to roll down and the next number kind of roll into place?
No, it's like a Nixie tube. He basically made, using programmed illusion, a Nixie tube countdown embedded in a sheet of paper.
That is
Cool.
so neat. Like, this guy's evil, but I feel like I could really learn a lot from him. Kind of a pity that, things went the way they did, but,
I like.
She shrugged and said, it doesn't sound like from his letter that he's angry at you. I'm sure if you're willing to deal with him, he'd be willing to sell you some learning.
I find that very hard to believe, but if you're speaking the truth, that would be nice.
Just know with him, everything has a price.
Oh,
Everything.
absolutely. And the house always wins, after all. Well, let me look at the contract again. What is everyone else thinking? I don't want to be just alone here with my thoughts.
Let's try to get going.
As a player, I mostly just want to get going because the bear has literally no opinions on anything. He's a fucking bear.
And Mister, you're for this?
Yes,
All right.
I am for this.
Well, I'll take the 270 gold piece material components. And is everyone good on rations? Yeah, please check your sheets for days of food and stuff. Try to get at least 10. Sure.
So as you're leaving the shop, she does call after Todd and says, do make sure you actually remember to sign the contract or nothing will happen.
Anyone else touching the contract? Would you count an animal for that?
Yeah, basically the intent is that Taka is probably the only one who has to actually sign it, since his soul's the one kind of at charge there. But he can bring along any number of people, animals, and whatnot that he wants with him by just having them touch the contract at the specified time.
Okay, we should bring in a couple of animals, like a donkey or two.
Bring in a donkey into an underground location.
That's medium sized. Not the cart, of course, but yeah.
I don't want to bring my donkey.
Well, I'm willing to spend 8 gold for an extra donkey. I'm bringing a donkey. And a pack saddle. That cool with everyone?
You know.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay. You don't mind if I just hand wave the shopping expenses
Nope,
for like
not
rations
at all.
and stuff? Appreciate it.
Nope, not at all. So you guys can, you can spend the 6 and some hours doing what you need to do in town, unless there's anything. If it's just shopping, just make sure you note down the gold cost and charge it. We don't have to narrate that.
Yeah.
You know what's available in the city. One thing you guys did mention before at the end of last session was you wanted to try selling some of the more valuable stuff. And
Yeah.
there is a limit, given the size of the town, to how much of that there is. There isn't, hundreds of thousands of gold just laying around in the town.
Yeah, we really do need some additional party funds. I'll be right back. But yeah, I think we have it pinned.
Well, we don't need the Electrum short sword scabbard, I don't think.
That's true. I'll be right back, as I said.
Would there be someone who would buy this in the town?
Potentially. So if you're going to try and find someone to sell that, I need you to make a persuasion check.
Sister Beta!
Yes.
Make a persuasion check. Mister.
Yes. Who am I persuading and why?
It's a generic persuasion check because you're trying to find a seller in a small city for a rather expensive Electrum scabbard. Basically, you're trying to find someone who would be willing to buy for 750 gold. That's a persuasion check to do. Given the size of the town, it is not straightforward.
Very well.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. So, yeah, you're able to find out that there are basically 6 jewelers in town. And 5 of them really don't deal with like Electrum all that much. But the 6th one, his apprentice also does some side work as like a silversmith, and they are willing to buy it from you for the 750 gold.
Alright, all in favor of selling it? Very good. Sold. Does this person who likes the Electrum have funds remaining?
Yes, they do have enough funds to buy one more item.
We just so happen to have an Electrum box set with Pearl.
Yes, they would also buy that.
I'm back.
Okay. All in favor of selling the Electrum box with Pearl? Very good. It sounds like it's sold.
They're each worth 750. We're getting that deal, right?
That's what the persuasion check was for finding someone who would buy it at the market price.
Yeah. By the way, Beta, you do have advantage, remember?
Well, she didn't need it.
All right.
Yeah, I have advantage for my proficiency bonus.
We sold the 2 Electrum things, so plus 1,500 to party funds. CC, are you even here? CC? Is she not here today?
She's in the channel, just she isn't speaking.
Well, we said she could have the tiara. I grabbed the scimitar. I think someone grabbed the armor. Who was going to get the armor?
That was me. I currently have it.
Okay, and there was something else. There was like a long sword. Right.
Yeah. I think Beta should have it for now, if the bear can't use it.
Yes, is it a magical longsword?
No,
Yeah,
it's Masterwork Silvered.
Sorry, I was in the kitchen.
Well, actually, if Cece's here, do you have multi-attack, Beta?
Idea.
Negative. Beta
Yeah.
does not have multi-attack.
Maybe you'd be better off giving a long sword to the barbarian then. Yeah, because they can attack twice, use strength.
Well, that's fine.
Okay.
Yay!
Did we want to keep this ivory orb inlaid with silver for anything? It's very fancy.
As a cursed item, we curse it and give it to someone.
I don't think of any spellcasting material component that requires... What was it?
I think you say it could be used as a focus. It's an ivory orb inlaid with silver.
What does the longsword do?
It's just a Masterwork
Masterwork
+1.
silver.
Silvered.
I hear Gilbert.
It's +1.
Did you say my name? Everyone's comms got garbled for a second.
No one said her name.
Okay.
Well, the orb. Is there anyone who would even buy that, or if we taking the whole city dry?
Well, I mean, you could make another persuasion check to see if we could find someone. This guy won't.
All right, Beta. Let's do that. Roll it up.
I'll guide into Beta. Why not? See if we can get a catch a fire cell.
I'm doing a charisma save. Persuasion check.
Maybe you have a sheet with the party funds, right?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
Added the 15.
All right. And you gave me guidance, which is a D4?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's tourmaline?
Type of gem or rock? What was it?
Tourmaline is a type of gem.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just want to complete my turtle aesthetic and go inside something.
So
I don't believe I have a problem.
Well, you guys are wandering around the town trying to find someone to buy this orb from you. No one really either wants it or has the money to buy it at the price you're wanting for it. But as you're going to the next shop, a well-dressed man with a certain crest on his tunic stops you and tells you that the Baroness has heard that you are selling a certain orb and would be interested in viewing and possibly purchasing it. And if you would accompany him to the castle, she would like to get this done forthwith.
Sure.
Mister, where's the magic shop at?
We just went to the magic shop. They don't sell anything magical, Bumble.
Damn. I can't make anything magical either?
No, Cece, there is no way
That
to
talent has been lost. We're looking for a way to do it.
Damn it.
Yeah. Can I make an inside check to see if this is good faith, good conduct? They're not just going to rob us blind and take all our shit that they want.
Yeah, make an insight check.
It's cool.
He's totally a guy with a tunic with a crest of Menderis on him. So yeah, it's totally legit.
Yep, totally legit. It's even got the crest. Well, what do you guys think? I'd like to see the Baron myself, but I do
Very
know he's busy.
nice. Very nice.
Pardon me.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, so yeah, you follow him through the town.
I'm gonna ascertain to what the Baroness's name is before I make an ass of myself inside the castle.
Oh yeah, the guy tells you. Oh, it's her name is Vita.
Bida.
Yes.
Thank you.
So he kind of takes you up to the castle. The guards sort of just wave him right through. Like they don't even they just look, see it's him, and just wave him, and you guys right through with him. So apparently he was in fact the real deal. Right up to the keep's door, it kind of walks you in through the entryway into a parlor. And as he walks in, you see him kind of step to the side and says, Lady Menderis, the adventures with the orb you were discussing. And kind of beckons you into this well-appointed parlor. Rugs and fine furniture are set about. You see a nobly dressed woman kind of perched on a couch. On a small table in front of her, you can see what looks to be a tea service. And as you enter, she says, oh, yes, please do come in. Do come in. Would any of you like some tea?
Sure. What is it?
Jasmine.
No, I'll take a sip.
Yeah, it's decent tea. Yes, I'm a collector of certain types of pieces of art, and I heard about this orb. Idas has resisted selling it to me for quite some time, but since you now have it in your possession, I'm wondering if you would be willing to part with it.
I'm not fond of it, so I'm down.
Yeah. What is it worth to you?
She looks at it and turns around as well. It looks to be still in good condition, no damage or anything, so I would say it's worth about 750 gold.
I'm just kind of look at Beta. It looks like she's got an interest. Maybe we can press up to 1,000. I do this telepathically.
Beta tries to persuade her to go to 1,000.
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
So flat.
Are you all ready? So a flat roll.
Yep.
Okay.
She looks at you and kind of chuckles, shaking her head. It's not worth that much, and I think we both know that.
Ah, very well.
Oh, what about a tour then? 750 in a tour of the place. This place looks wonderful.
Oh, certainly. I can arrange for you to have a tour. I'm sure Jeeves wouldn't mind showing you around.
Jeez.
I'm for this. Is everyone else okay with this?
Sure.
Says, wonderful. Just leave the orb there on the table. She kind of reaches over and pulls out, and you see this little stately little box, and says, here is the promised gold.
Fancy. I hope we don't have any trouble exchanging all our gold for platinum, or most of it.
Well, she doesn't have platinum, but yeah, I'm sure the jewelers and such in town would be able to trade you for it.
Cool. Yeah, but a tour would be lovely.
Yeah, Jeeves. And she kind of claps her hands. Jeeves steps in. You now recognize it was the same guy that, ran into you in town. So, Jeeves, these fine gentlemen would like a tour. Please, do be a good lad and show them around.
Wait a minute, Miss Baroness. You said you collect, things. What about we happen to have this wondrous, lucrative, lacquered wooden totem of a poisonous snake?
And she kind of looks at it, examines it. Well, while it is a fine piece, it wouldn't really fit in with my collection. I'm sure you'll find a buyer for it eventually.
Okay.
Ooh, you got a theme going on?
Indeed.
Lovely.
Does your collection need a gold tiara?
She just kind of laughs and says, I'm not that kind of baroness.
Oh, okay.
And Jeeves kind of, she kind of says adieu, and she takes her leave of you with the orb. Jeeves then begins showing you around the place.
Yeah, and then I'll kind of ask, are you what would you call it in the language? A housecarl?
I'm the butler.
Oh, you're the butler. Huh. Well, it's nice to meet you, Jeeves.
Why does that sound so dissing? Oh, you're the butler. Huh.
No, it's just that, he struck me as someone that, is actually, well, he could still be, I don't know, it's just such a humble thing. I thought he was I think I'll stop talking. I bet no disrespect.
Uh-huh. So he takes you on a tour of the place, and there's many fine tapestries and artwork, statues, suits of armor, rugs, that type of thing. But the real treasure is when you get to the library. And,
oh, yes.
And you can see all these nice old books kind of going up 2 levels. And in the center of the library, you can see these cases, these glass cases. And they appear to have various artifacts in them. Some of them look to be made out of rough stone, and others, there's even a set of what look to be clay tablets in there. I'm curious, is anybody capable of reading Primordial?
I am, actually.
Excellent. So those clay tablets are inscribed in Terran, and it's creation myth of the gods creating the world.
I'll just be commenting about what a beautiful place this is, and the culture ingrained in it. And do you have spell books here?
A few.
Perhaps one day we can arrange some mutual agreement on, information for information or other things.
Perhaps. I will tell you that the Baron himself does not, well, let's just say he's not one to spend much time in this room. However, the Baroness, this is sort of her passion, if you will.
I can see it.
This archaeology.
Yes.
And, if you can probably tell, they're fairly well off. So buying access to the library is more than just simple gold. But
it's probably trading information.
information on famous historical artifact, ruin sites, artifacts themselves. I'm sure they'd be interested in things like especially things that have to do with like the history of magic and how the world actually works. She seems to have a particular interest in that.
Ah, it seems we have a mutual vested interest then. Interesting. I'll go ahead and make Thieves Can't call sign to the Eternal Flame to see if the butler recognizes.
Okay, he does not respond in any way that would signify he got it.
Okay. Wow, this has been lovely.
Indeed. And as I said, if you find any interesting historical artifacts, I'm sure the Baroness would be interested in seeing them.
Yeah, how can we contact you? What's the way to get about to, the attention of this place?
Well, you could always send a letter. Failing that, especially if you have, say, an artifact you wish to show her, showing up at the front door unannounced and as rude as it might be, I don't expect her to take offense as long as you have something interesting to show her as a result.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds really cool. I might have to do that one of these days. But thank you so much for your time.
Well, it's no bother. The Baroness seemed quite interested in you, so I saw no reason to not indulge her.
Yeah. Just kind of look to the party. Well, if this is all the tour, thank you so much for your time.
Yeah,
Mr.
most of the tour was just
Jeeves?
standard, castle tour type stuff.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm Jeeves. You may call me Jeeves.
Thank you.
Yes, well, I say to you, I say good day, and then he closes the door as you guys leave.
Okay. Okay, so we sold two 750 pieces of what is
Well,
it?
three, technically.
Three. Okay.
Yeah, and you're pretty sure you've basically tapped out like easy money from this town.
Would it be possible to exchange that to platinum?
Yes.
Thank you for saving me a lot of trouble.
Yeah, I mean, even in a small town like this, it still has 6 jewelers. Between the 6 of them, you'd be able to get enough platinum to convert your coins if you wanted to.
Okay.
Alright, are we gonna sign the thing now?
I think it just requires you to sign it, technically. Everyone should be present and touching the contract, though. As I said, I would like to bring a donkey. I can't carry all this stuff that I want to get.
Uh,
So, Taka, do you sign it?
oh, it does just say when I sign it. Alright, so is everyone touching it? As I sign it?
Yeah, I'll be ready to myself to touch it, and if possible, have the donkey touch it. This is probably going to be a bit awkward, but I don't care.
Wait a minute. What about our carts and my donkey? And I think we probably have one more, right?
That's actually a great point. We should find some place to,
Someone to watch the donkey.
yeah, and tend to it. We should probably pay someone to do that.
There is a
Someone
stable.
we could trust.
You can board your donkeys there.
Alright, let's do that.
How much do they want?
They want 2 silver a day per donkey.
How many donkeys do we have total? Mine were killed. I had to buy one. We have 2 total, besides the one that I'm bringing, correct?
Well, I have one. I know there's 2 on the card, so I think we just have 2.
Okay. 2 silver a day. Let's pay for a month's work.
Sure.
32
Yeah,
days
just-
then. Okay.
So that'd be 12 gold and 8 silver. That's just a bit of a deposit, just in case we take a bit longer than we expect.
Mm-hmm. Well,
You know, actually, do you know how far the Nation of Undead is from here in days of travel?
are you asking me or the guy at the stable?
Yes.
Because the guy at the stable's like, I have no idea. I have no idea even what that is.
Okay, and the other guy?
You have to get on a ship. There is no land route.
Alright, I'm back.
How many days of travel would it take, assuming all logistics are covered?
How fast is a boat?
That will depend.
Do you think it would take longer than a month to get from there to here?
It depends on the type of boat.
It does depend on the type of boat.
So how much money did we make from old lady?
Yeah,
For the
got
thing.
this. We have we got 2,250 total from everything we sold.
Platinum or gold?
We got gold, but I think he changed it to platinum.
Oh,
Yeah, that looks right
Still don't
to
have
me.
enough.
Yeah, so selling 3 750 gold piece value objects totals to 1,250. Exchanging that to platinum is 225. Add that to 26.
So let's see.
You
A
just said
lot
something
of depend on
wrong.
the actual ship. We'll say 4 miles an hour for like a galley.
I hope you guys are also okay with me getting some adventuring expenses because I'm basically out of money. I'm going to be taking 73 gold for alchemist supplies and a climber's kit.
Wait a minute, you added the 225 platinum, that's 2,250 gold, right?
Yeah. I exchanged it to platinum instead of gold. It's a lot less weight that way.
Yeah. How much gold is in a platinum?
For each platinum piece, it's 10 gold.
Oh,
Okay, so buy ship from like your current position, which by the way is inland, so you have to get to the coast. Would only be about 10 days travel along the water to the coast
Okay.
of the Confederation of Arkazar.
So a month is not unreasonable. Okay, well, that's the best we can do. We can always provide more gold if we feel like it. Do we want to do that?
let's just make it. How much was it again? 22.
It's like 12 gold and 8 silver pieces for a month. We could easily do 2 comfortably. And there's just a deposit. Just in case we stay longer than necessary.
Let's just do 23 gold. Make that number even. Oh, you already minus 73. Oh. We just do like 20 gold worth.
Okay, that's like 50 days. Yeah, that sounds more than reasonable to me. 20 gold.
So I'm just curious, just for my records, who is carrying all the money?
I begrudge myself for saying this, but maybe we should all carry a share or something, or conveniently have the people that are never here to carry all the gold, such as AGR's character.
That's not a good idea.
Carry all the
Alternatively, we
gold.
could split it.
Someone in attendance should always be the one carrying it. We should not be outsourcing it onto people who are not present. That's how shit gets lost.
Okay, well, do you want us to all split it evenly?
Mm.
Look,
Is there a
you voiced an
bank in
opinion.
town we can save it at?
No, there are no banks.
Shit.
Like a bank and like
No,
you can
I
have a
know
SIP,
I have an absolutely
stamp.
insane amount of spare inventory if I need to carry weight.
Well, we could divide it among the four of us, since CC doesn't know how often she'll be here. And that way, because all four of us are always here, so yeah.
Okay, so if you're splitting it up by quarters, the four of you should mark down that you have a quarter of the party funds on your person, in case you happen to say fall into
A pit, a
bottomless
fire pit, a lava pit.
Alright, yeah, the math guy named Elizabeth, you do that math. What do we do
Well,
every
you just mark down your sheet that you have a quarter of the party funds. It's only like 10 pounds of coins or so.
Probably.
So just call it 10 pounds just to keep the math straightforward. And that way you don't need to worry about having to calculate it every time you sell stuff. Just call it 10 pounds for a quarter of the party gold at the moment.
Okay. Alright, so sign time. I think that's sign time then.
Okay, you sign the contract.
I need more dealer's kits, but I would have buttoned those. Yeah, this is fine.
Yep, you sign the contract.
Yeah,
Everyone's
I
standing
forget
around
that everything-
holding it. And that's when you realize, Taka, that it says it doesn't teleport you for until 6 hours, 6 minutes, and 6 seconds after you sign it.
Yeah, I know, I read that part. I just thought I didn't know if we all had to be touching the first time.
The way it's written is the teleport will pull anybody at that moment. Anybody who's touching it gets teleported. And you. You don't technically have to be touching it.
Okay. Well, I guess we got some time to drink tea, eh, boys?
So you guys basically have the rest of the day. You do your various downtime things, buying equipment, getting the stable set up for your donkeys. But the appointed hour is upon us. I assume everyone is standing around touching it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All right, so you guys are sitting there around it, and then all of a sudden, everything you see is flames. Though despite looking what appears to be standing in the middle of a firestorm, you feel only like a slight warm air, like you're like a sea breeze type thing. The flames fall away, and you find yourselves standing in a cavern. Now, some of you have dark vision, right?
I do, 60 feet.
Okay.
I do not.
I don't.
Well, for those of you without dark vision, it's pitch black.
What do I
Looks like I'm
see?
going to be using my action to see through my bird's eyes for the foreseeable future until someone produces a torch.
Wait, I'm sorry, I misread my notes on this. Actually, no, it is dim light in this cavern. The cavern ceiling glows with what look to be mushrooms, and they appear to be taking on almost like a star-like pattern on the ceiling of this cavern. And in it, you can... So it's like dim light for those of you without dark vision. Dark vision people can just see fine. But you see trees crowding the walls of this turfed cavern. To the southwest, which is where you guys are standing. So, where you're standing, the turf gives way to a stone floor. And you find yourselves standing in a ring of magic runes on the ground. A black smoke kind of wafting down and away from you.
Do we have a map?
In a second. The runes
While you're getting that map,
set into black onyx fragments. Sorry, it's in two different spots. I have to constantly flip between it. And to the northwest, you can kind of see the cavern opening up.
This is some kind of fragment things. Are those valuable?
They're more like rune stones. Like the teleportation magic brought you to this ring of black stone in the ground here.
hey, what are these mushrooms? What are they exactly?
Make a nature check. They're basically bioluminescent mushrooms. They're pretty rare, but not unheard of. Like you've read about them in like textbooks and stuff, but you've never. This is the first time you've seen them in person.
Can I eat one?
They're way up in the ceiling.
Oh. Someone throw me up! I want to eat one.
The ceiling is
I think
25 feet
one's
high.
a terrible idea, but I am actually thinking about grabbing one for myself, so I'll grab another one for you. A mage hand, one up, and one down, one up and one down.
Just mage hand
When
me.
you
grab a whole
pluck
bunch.
the mushroom, mage hand has a 10-pound limit. When you pluck the mushroom and start bringing it down, it gets dimmer and dimmer. By the time it gets to you, it's blackened.
I'm way less than 10 pounds. I'm a skinny orphan girl.
Shh.
You do not weigh less than 10 pounds.
Cece, the average human baby weighs less than 10 pounds.
I'm a baby. No.
That's when
Interesting.
a creature steps out of the trees, dressed in this studded leather armor, flanked behind by what appears to be a rather familiar-looking set of plate mail with nobody inside of it.
Oh.
The man in front of the armor looks like this.
Explorers.
Oh.
We're just explorers, so we mean no harm.
And he kind of looks you guys up now. He's like, well, I don't see any pigs. So what the hell are you doing in here?
There is a donkey. We have a donkey. I mean, I'm exploring. I'm looking at these mushrooms and studying them. I just see that
You're exploring.
upon taking one from the ceiling, what?
The guy's talking to you. He's like, you're exploring down here.
Yeah.
The bear
We touched
offers
something,
him
and then
honey-soaked
like
pemmican.
we touched something, and then some vast energy just took us here. It was quite peculiar.
Make a deception check, Liz.
I'm not lying.
Okay, make a persuasion check.
To be
Draws
fair,
his
I
sword,
am
moves
not
to
lying.
attack. Roll
Let me
initiative.
add a d6. Hang on
Roll
a second.
initiative.
Damn it! I'm a little salty. My feature can do it after
Even if
I
you rolled a
but
6, it
before
wouldn't
you
have been
call.
enough.
Let's see.
That's why I said that.
I mean, look at him. It doesn't look like he's gonna have some tea with us, gents.
No,
Yeah,
really.
that's a damn
Why
shame.
is all my stuff locking up? This isn't good.
I mean, his knee pads look pretty cool, though. I want them.
Please stand by while my computer sorts its shit out. Oh, that's why it's using nearly 6 gig of RAM.
Concerning.
Fuzz your
Alright, Liz. Well, this guy is obviously going to kill you guys for trespassing. So what do you do?
Hey, dude, what the fuck? Like, we're just exploring, but if you force our hand, and I use my bonus action to cast Magic Weapon on Taka's longbow, and then I'm gonna bonus that. No, wait, that's a bonus action to do that. And then action dodge and try to get away from the bad thing trying to murder me.
Okay.
Mhm.
So, you saw the map, so you guys are still standing like at that magic circle in the lower part there. He's approaching from the trees to the north. Where exactly are you running?
I backpedal like 5 feet
Okay.
at 10 feet to one of the corners, basically, without touching the wall. But I'm making
So
it
you're
clear
going
I don't
underneath
want
that
to do.
tree in the corner there. Like to the right of the black circle?
No, below it. Below it. The south. The right.
To the south
right
is just the
tile
wall.
down.
Okay. Yep, I got
Yeah,
you.
yeah. I'm barely going. I'm barely moving. But yeah, I use
All
my
right.
action dodge and magic weapon Taka's longbow. You now have a +1 to hit and damage for your longbow, Taka. I am done.
All right. Well, the Helmdor is going to charge forward, and it's going to attack the bear since the bear got close to try offering pemmican. Does a 21 hit the bear?
Yep.
Well, the horror slashes you for a 9 slashing damage.
All right.
And Taka, it is your turn.
Alright. How far away?
10 feet.
Melee, though, right?
Say again?
Not in melee, though, right?
Correct. You are not in melee yet.
I want to go. How far is one of the walls furthest away from it? Not going further in.
How far is one of the walls from it not going further in?
Yeah, so we're in this circle. I see a bunch of walls. I don't know where he is in these trees. I want to go like.
He's north of you. So you
Alright, I want to go
east,
further
east?
away. Sure, if that's further, yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
All right.
Now I'm going to shoot.
All right, yeah, you basically go underneath that tree to the east and shoot it with your bow. That's what it sounds like you're telling me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Before I do that, I'm going to use the Fighting Spirit. Okay, Fighting Spirit. Okay, now I shoot the bow with sharpshooter.
Okay.
You do have a +1 bonus to your normal to hit.
Okay. Alright, I think this is right.
And I'm sorry, are you shooting
Looks right to me.
the guy that was talking or the armor?
Who was doing the swinging?
The armor.
Sure.
All right. Your shots miss.
Well,
Anything else?
yeah, that's one shot.
Okay.
We're going to do this.
Oh, that's a hit.
Damn it! I should have sharpshooter.
You could have done. You'll also add +1 of damage here. Very good.
All right. Yeah, your bolt kind of dents the armor.
Action. What?
Go ahead.
What are you saying?
I was going to give more description, but go ahead.
I was just gonna say action. Sir.
Uh-huh. A hit.
All right, we're gonna try this again, boys. Ah.
And a hit.
Pogs. Another one.
The suit of armor is now bloodied.
Yes. I think that's 4. That's 4, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Very, very nice. I fired 4 arrows. Let me take those out. And I think I've done everything.
Okay. At the end of your turn, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Saving throw. Wisdom. Okay.
Okay. Bumble, it is your turn. Bumble,
Sorry.
Cece.
Where's the enemy?
10 feet in front of you.
I will rage.
Okay.
Ah!
Wait.
And and run at him.
All right.
And
Are
hit
you
him.
running at the suit of armor that's bloodied or the unhurt undead guy next to him?
Hurt bad guy next to him.
Okay. So you run up to him, roll to hit.
Do I have advantage?
Not unless you're taking
Reckless
reckless
to get
attack.
advantage.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Reckless. What do I roll for reckless again? It's been a while.
2d20, keep higher one. So KH1. If you're using that longsword that's silvered, you'll get a +1 bonus to hit as well. Probably would be a good idea to use a silvered weapon against an undead.
I do it right?
Well, actually, no, you didn't. It's 2. You did it almost right. Next time, just replace the 1 to the very left with 2.
Okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
But that hits. So
Oh.
go ahead and roll damage.
And you will add a d6 plus 2 from your Zealous Barbarian feature. And that damage will be radiant. The rest will be magic slashing. Not magic, excuse me, silvered slashing.
Okay. Plus what?
So it's a longsword. I'm assuming you're one-handing
Yeah.
it, so it'll be 1d8. What's your strength?
It's 1d8 plus 5.
All right,
Sure.
roll.
Well, but he said plus 6? Something with my zealot?
Roll your damage.
Okay, you're You add a d6 plus 2 because you're a Zealous Barbarian feature. You do that once per turn. It's like a little mini smite.
Like that.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else?
Well, I reckless, so that means I can attack him again, right?
No, it means you have advantage on your attacks.
Well, you're a level 5 Barbarian. You can attack again.
Okay.
Yeah, I attack him again.
Do it.
Can I reckless again?
Yeah, reckless
Once you're
applies to all
reckless, it's
attacks.
commit. Yeah, you commit. You just everything.
Is that the right damage for that weapon?
Yes.
It's her class feature that gets the d6 plus 2.
The D8 plus 5 was her weapon damage.
Oh, I didn't see that.
That also hits. Go ahead and roll damage. Why are you adding a 7 to that?
Well, the 5 is the D plus 5, and I'm adding the 6 and 2 because of the last time, because of the zealot thing, right?
No, it only applies once per turn, and it's a d6.
Yeah. So it's
okay.
just the 8, which is fine.
Okay, sorry. I got confused.
All right. Well, are you done?
How's it looking?
It's injured, but not yet bloodied.
Okay, I'm done.
Okay. So it's going to try to stab you with its sword.
Dodge. No.
Does a 22 hit you, Bumble?
Yes.
All right, so it stabs you for 9 slashing damage. And then it's going to try to smack you.
No.
And that deals 3 necrotic damage. And I need a constitution saving throw from you.
One moment. Moment, please. You said a constitution?
I did. Okay. Well, and with that, it is the bear's turn.
Indeed, the bear is going to smack the undead guy looking in front of him.
Okay, sure.
I have made a
Roll to
slight
hit.
and exited my character sheet. 1 second.
Oh. The bear disappears, but then
And
reappears.
and then the bear reloads in. Okay, actually, I'm gonna rage first.
It's like a lag switch.
Okay. Angry
Fainting.
bear.
I'm gonna attack recklessly.
Uh-huh.
Everyone knows it's twice as hard to dodge a laggy boy because he's like at 2 places at once. Oof!
Those both hit.
Huzzah!
And are your claws magical?
No.
Are they silvered?
No.
Okay. It does not seem to
Can
be
we-
particularly effective.
In silver, his claws, I never even considered.
It will hurt a lot, but
No,
I mean,
Note to self, dip his claws in silver. Good bear.
Let's consider bear claws for the bear next time we're in town.
like dipping his like fingers into like molten silver.
No, that's morbid. No, like something for him to like put on. We're not monsters.
He'll be fine.
Okay. Yeah. So you bite and you claw. It doesn't seem particularly effective. Still damages him. Anything else from the bear?
No, just that.
All right, Beta. Mister, I see you keyed up, but I
Mister.
don't hear anything.
Oh, Discord might be a butt.
Try disconnecting and reconnecting because I don't hear anything from you.
Unless you fucked up your inputs.
More than likely suspecting Discord.
I don't play Discord.
How about now?
Yes.
Can hear you now.
I am going to. So many choices, so many options. I'm gonna go with the tried and true original and start blasting.
Okay. Who are you shooting?
Is it either one of them wounded?
Yes, they are both wounded. The armor is bloodied.
That's probably easier to hit.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit it first then. Yeah.
All right, shooting the armor. Roll to hit.
White. I'm suggesting the white, but it is his call.
The what?
Are you
You
shooting
suggested
the white
what to
or
fight
the
it.
armor?
Let's do the right first.
Okay.
Yeah, one's in studded leather, the other one's in full plate.
One hit.
$14 points of force damage.
All right, that bloodies him.
And I am going to cast as a bonus action. Let me see if I can do that. No. No, who's the closest? Who's the closest one to him? I mean, the rate.
Both the bear and Bumble are in melee with him.
I'm going to cast Sanctuary on the bear.
Bear.
Okay.
Not bad.
I'm
not
gonna
bad.
cast Sanctuary on the kid, on Bumble instead. Yeah, Sanctuary on Bumble.
Okay.
Huh.
Sanctuary on Bumble.
Well, that's just in case the monster attacks. Let me see who attacks next on the order list.
So, yes or
wait,
no? 6
let me,
second rounds. Who are you casting it on?
on the bear. He goes last. I'm gonna cast it on the bear.
Okay.
He's last in initiative. Yeah, be 2 months. Yeah, last in initiative. Yeah.
All right. Anything else?
No, that is it.
All right, Liz.
I'm gonna say to the white boy that it's a damn shame you couldn't be and let be. I guess we have to kill you now. I send my familiar to harass the boy, and I'm gonna firebolt him.
Okay. Roll to hit. You hit.
20 points of fire damage as the
Okay.
owl fucks off.
Yeah. Yeah, he's looking pretty rough.
Yeah, I think that's all I can do. Yeah,
Okay.
I call the owl back to me, basically. I'm done.
Alrighty. The armor is, let's see, it's going to attack the kid.
Oh my god! What a monster.
Yep. Oh wait, it gets advantage.
Well, you can consider that the first roll, I suppose.
So does a 21 hit Bumble? So from the 2 attacks, you take a total of 19 slashing damage.
Okay.
But you'll have.
Oh yeah, I can do that. Oops.
All right.
Yeah, keep that in mind
Pocket.
for physical damage.
I'm gonna put it out to something.
All right, where are we at with
No judgment here. They're both bloody Taka.
All right, I'm just gonna keep shooting the one I've been shooting.
That's the armor. So go ahead, roll to hit.
I'll just do this.
That's a crit.
Another one.
Again, when I'm not sharpshooter.
Oh, Jesus Christ, a plus 16. Holy shit.
Mm-hmm. Yep, so your arrow puts big old dent in him. It's still up.
Let's see if we can fix that. Oh, was
No.
that? Alright, well, I guess that's what I do for now.
Okay. I need a wisdom saving throw from you at the end of your turn.
This is bad. Why is it just me?
It might have something to do with the unusual environment you are near in. Purr.
He left the bubble.
Oh no. Okay.
So wisdom save.
20 plus 2. Haha! Fuck you, DM. I mean, what?
All right. Bumble, it is your turn.
Enemy. Where?
Right in front of you, there's a suit of armor that hit you and the white.
What's the white?
You're attacking the white?
No, what is the white?
It's that guy with the armor and the sword. I showed a picture of him above.
Attack the skeleton thing.
Okay. Roll to hit.
And reckless.
All right. Well, you have advantage then.
Is that how I do it?
That is how you do it, and that's a hit.
So then I roll the sword thingy twice.
Quite.
No. No, you roll the 1d8 plus 5 plus your 2d6 stuff. Yep, exactly like what Liz put. All right, so you smash into the white recklessly, dealing a fatal blow, killing him.
Yay!
Oh, there is that spooky thing that was walloping you. That's the armor. We should smeech.
Wait, are they both dead? What?
Nope, just the armor.
No.
Just the white is dead.
Yeah, the armor's still up. So what do you do, Bumble? You still have one attack left.
Oh. He's attack. I guess the white dude.
You just killed him. The armor
the
is all
other
that
one.
remains.
Friend.
Okay, yeah, you're attacking the armor. Roll to hit.
Wait, I'm confused. Am I?
Huh? Oh, you still got to roll to hit. You have advantage still.
I thought I already did roll to hit with the 2 thingies.
Not against the armor. No, that was one attack. You have to do that again. There you go. That hits, and so then you can deal your 10 damage since you already rolled it. Not particularly effective, but it does do some damage.
Thought I killed the skeleton dude, not the white dude.
There's the white and a suit of armor. There is no skeleton. I thought you had meant the white.
I thought you said a skeleton and the white.
You know what? Sure. Yeah, there's also a skeleton there, guys. Sorry. But Bumble really wanted it.
I'm sorry.
It appears right behind Taka.
Oh,
I already killed
There's an
Anyway,
imposter among us.
is that all, Bumble?
Yes.
Okay. Bear.
The white's dead, yes?
Yes. The
I'm
child
going-
just killed it.
Indeed. I'm going to assault one of the suits of armor then, if they remain.
The suit of armor. Sure. Roll to attack.
I shall do it recklessly.
2 hits. Alright. The armor looks to be hanging on by a piece of scrap, but it's still hanging on.
Unfortunate. That'll be
Indeed.
my turn.
Alright. Beta.
All right. So the armor is still alive, and the right is still up too, right?
No,
No.
just the armor.
Oh well, then I'm gonna blast the armor.
Go ahead, roll to hit. One hit.
One hit.
One hit.
Too many exclamation points.
11 points of blast damage, force damage.
Alright. Your arcane bolt strikes him and has no effect. Anything else?
No, I am done.
Okay. Well, the armor's gonna try and hit the kid.
That monster.
The suit of armor is attacking you.
Hmm.
Does an 18 hit you?
Ooh, yeah.
Okay. Alright, so it deals between the 2 attacks 22 slashing damage.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I skipped Liz. Liz, it's your turn.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna do the Donald Duck meme with the red eyes, and I'm cast Mind Sliver on the thing. I need an intelligence saving throw. That does not pass. Takes 5 points of psychic damage, and the next save it makes is at a minus D4.
I shall read that.
Okay. You don't see that it took any damage from that.
Surprise Pikachu face. The owl harasses the Helmtor and then returns to me.
Uh-huh.
That's it for me.
Okay. Taka, now it is your turn.
I was just thinking, and I realized totally fucked up, and I don't know where I was getting 16 from in my plus attacks, because it'd be
Probably
10 plus 1. I think my brain fucked up, and I was just adding 10 to the 5 that was there by default for the sharpshooter.
Yeah, it wouldn't have mattered any.
Okay. Is there somebody that's still alive?
Yes, the armor is still alive, barely.
Okay. I will shoot. With
All
the
right.
right. Every time I don't
Oh
do
my god.
That's a crit.
this is number 3.
Man, what the fuck? I guess Taco's the main protagonist, guys.
Yeah.
Just imagine that would have been 26 if I sharpshooted.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, your arrow blasts through the suit of armor. Bits of metal go flying everywhere. It is dead.
Go back to the circle.
Okay, you run back to the circle. And you guys are out of initiative.
So I think
well,
spooky things outside the circle, guys.
I don't know what you're talking about. And I try to loot the white. Try to understand what the hell is it. Maybe he has some documentation or some shit.
Underdark, can the bear see where the white came from?
It looked like it was hanging out in a copse of trees to the north.
The bear's gonna go check that area out.
Alright, bear wanders up to the north by the trees. As Liz
I'm in the
starts to loot the white, Taka is standing in the circle. Alright, so Liz, you're looting the white. And it had a longsword. Decent making quality, nothing spectacular, but a longsword. It also had a crystal pendant on a bronze chain that it had like in like a little pouch, like a pocket. You know, kind of like a pocket watch, but this is just like a chunk of crystal.
Crystal pendant on a... Is there a ticking mechanism? You mentioned it as a pocket watch.
I meant like you know like how like old school like guys would have like a pocket watch like with like this little bronze chain chained to their vest.
Yeah.
Yeah, similar thing, except at the end of the chain, instead of there being a pocket watch, it's a crystal. Same style.
No magic.
Do you have detect magic?
Oh, I'm just touching it.
Yeah, nothing happens when you touch it.
Maybe it protects you from the spooky stuff.
Bear goes up to the trees in the north. Looking around, you don't really see anything. Give me a perception check. Bear?
Yes?
I said you went to the trees in the north, and you're looking around. Give me a perception check.
Sorry. I did not hear the perception check part.
No problem. Okay. I mean, you can see that it looks like it wandered through this area. And then I need a wisdom save from you. Okay. You feel a suffusion of magic through you.
Cool.
But it has no obvious effect on you.
The bear will continue to meander and explore.
Okay.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Bumble. I didn't even notice that gash in your head. Oh, God, that looks bad. Let me heal you.
Eh.
Yeah, you take 14 points of healing before I forget.
Yay!
Did anyone else get hit? Sorry, I was just a bit distracted with this thing. Everyone's okay? Where did the bear go?
You see the bear wandering in the copse of trees to the north.
I pocket this, whatever the hell this thing is. Hey, where are you going? I kind of follow the bear. So, do I see anything under? I'm not sure if the bear's just here, starstruck by the Underdarkian-like environment with the glowing mushrooms and such, but I would like to observe as well.
Oh yeah, you walk over there. It looks like he's like looking at like some of the tracks the white left as it walked through this area. And then I'm gonna need a wisdom save from you.
Does it involve poison or disease?
Nope. You also
I'm sure it's fine.
feel a suffusion of magic.
Oh, that's less fine. I'm gonna try to make a medicine check to see if like the cadence of my breathing or whatever has changed to try
Sure,
to
make a
identify
medicine
what's
check.
wrong.
You seem fine to you. It does not feel like that magic did anything to you.
Weird.
Also, you don't breathe, so the cadence of your breathing is kind of a misnomer.
But I'm still, it's out of habit, not so much out of need. I think it'll be a while before I just stop. Period. Well, guys, is everyone okay? Are we going to continue? Do we want to like take some time to observe what this thing is? I'll have to drop concentration on magic weapon taco if we do. I don't mind.
Let's just.
I could like cast detect magic or identify. I also feel kind of funny. Does anyone else feel funny? I feel funny.
I'm in the circle. I feel great. Maybe,
I feel a lot of the Akana about me.
maybe you can. If you could remake my weapon magic, maybe you better check out what that is, and then we can make it magic again later.
It would take about half an hour for me to detect magic and then to identify potentially. I'm willing to do it. Is everyone else willing for me to do it? I don't hear any
I do
objections.
not care. I do not care.
Sure, let's try to understand a bit what's going on here. So I'll take 10 minutes to detect magic.
Okay. So you detect magic. Everything around you lights up. The floor, the ceiling, the walls, all are emitting magic. That pendant you picked up, emitting more magic. It appears no particular school for any of those magics. I'm sorry, actually, the ones in the walls are abjuration. Like the walls, ceilings, floor, that's
That
all
makes sense.
abjuration magic. Your pendant does not. The pendant you picked up does not have a particular school with it.
The circle that we came from? What school of magic is that? Abjuration as well?
No. I believe.
Conjuration?
Might be. I just have to look up what school that is. Conjuration, yes.
Okay. Do the mushrooms themselves identify as magical?
Yes, but low level, not a specific school. Like you would
The one
expect from a
see
magical
sundown.
plant. Say again?
The one deceased underground that I picked off with Mei-chan? Nothing?
Nothing, no.
Or does it still retain its property?
It does not.
Okay. Well, I'll try to identify whatever this thing is that I picked up from the dead white using the identify spell.
Okay. You identify it.
Oh, guys, hey, this is upon identification. It killed.
I'm typing it up. Give me a second.
I know. I just wanted to do a little pun.
All right, that's what it tells you.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, it seems to be a specialized key. Opening white gates to or from a certain thing called the Forest of Recovery. And it highlights this as a glyph key. Do I identify any glyphs of warding in this glyph key under?
You did not.
Okay. Well, we know what the things are. And the things trying to murder us are dead currently. I say we press on.
Okay, I guess.
I mean, we could just stay here for about 17 days and wait for the contract to be up.
No, that doesn't sound very smart.
Exactly. We should get moving. I know this place is a bit unsettling with how abnormal everything is, but we must get going. Oh, while we get going, I'm gonna touch myself for about a minute. I'm gonna identify myself using the once per long rest free hot cast ritual from Order of the Scribes Wizard.
He just says he's gonna touch himself. Maybe I better stay in the circle.
No, touchy. All right, yeah, you are not affected by
My
any spell.
body, and I'll do what I want with it. Do I sense any magic? Or did I sense any magic when I had to detect magic up that was affecting me? Any descriptive
Yes.
school?
No.
Identify tells me I'm not under the influence of any spell.
Correct.
Okay. Well, yeah, all we can do is just do what we have with the information we got, so we should keep moving.
Alright.
I'm going to take a bit of bark off of one of these trees and put in a vial.
Okay.
We'll just dagger and mage hand that. Yeah.
You know, the last time you touched something on the walls, you made bad people come.
Oh, let them come. We will kill them all, if we must.
Alrighty.
Okay, so where are we going, Bear? You looked entranced by some steps or something? I don't know what you were looking at.
The bear is going to continue to wander down pathways that it can find.
There are no pathways. What you saw was a couple of tracks, and it looked like it came from the west.
Bear's going to follow that then.
All right, so you start wandering into the west. The cavern opening up. You also see that the turf in this part of the cavern is growing higher and higher, and is in fact very tall grass around here.
Oh.
How tall are we talking? Like tall that I can't see over it?
How tall are you?
How tall is an average 8-year-old?
I don't know, 3 feet,
4 foot.
4 foot. So
Yep.
you can just barely see over it.
Alright, but we're
Guys,
gonna be jumping from now on.
We can't advance. We don't have any Pokemon, so we're not allowed to enter the tall grass.
Nonsense, Bumble. Ride Bear.
Do
Ride
any of you
Bear,
have the
Bumble.
alert feat?
I do have 10 feet of blind sense and a passive perception
Not
of 7.
what I asked. Okay, let me ask this. Does anyone have a passive perception bigger than 20?
I have the alert feat.
Okay. Thank you for answering the
Passive
question.
perception of what?
Does anyone have a passive perception larger than 20? All right, as you wander into this room. You can also see to the north, the cavern continues, and you see a... Why did I wrote this so badly? You see a 10-foot diameter circle of runes and clear quartz fragments set into the floor. Within the circle, a luminous white mist shimmers, obscuring what lies beyond. And that's what I need you guys to roll initiative.
Oh. Yes.
You describe this as a light mist?
Yes, a luminous white mist. Now, just for reference, like this is the kind of the room you're walking in the middle of at the moment. Let's see. Liz, you're surprised. Beta, you said you have the alert feat, so you hear some rustling in the tall grass. Beta?
Rustling in the tall grass.
Yeah. You know, that tall grass that fills the room that you're walking through?
Oh. How bright is it in here?
Dim light.
Dim light?
Yes.
I am going to cast light
Okay.
and look towards where I heard the noise.
Okay. Please make a perception check.
Oh, fuck. Wait, that's a perception of 11. And I'm going to say there's something over there as I look.
What was that noise? It's the
Yeah, what
enemy!
What was that noise? I got trying to see something. Hang on.
You don't see anything over there.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you know there's something in the room with you, but you don't know where it is. That's benefit of having the alert feat. You heard that minute rustling of grass. Do you do anything?
I keep looking that direction and warning the party, but that's about it.
All right, let's see. Bear is surprised. Taka is surprised. And that's when these guys attack. Not from the front, but from the sides.
Grass. They're coming from the grass.
So,
Clever
Beta,
girl.
this leaps out of the grass at you.
No, you.
And it is going to try and bite you. Does a 20 hit you?
Does a 20 hit me? Yes, that will hit me, unfortunately, but yes.
Okay.
Beta has finally been hit.
Yeah, its teeth sink into
What?
you for
Okay.
15 points of piercing damage.
Is it magical?
Nope.
Okay. Then it's not 15 points of magic.
Let's see. A second one lunges from the grass at Liz. Does it?
That will hit me.
Okay. 13 points of piercing damage. And a third one strikes at the bear. Does a 23 hit the bear?
Yep, armor class 14.
Okay, it hits you for 17 points of piercing damage. Now, I did make it, so that's the end of their turn, but I made a mistake. Bear, at the end of your turn, you were supposed to get another wisdom save, as was Liz. I kind of skipped over because you guys were surprised, but you still get those saves, so you should do them now.
the end of
I
my
don't know
turn?
what's going on, but sure.
Remember both you and Liz had that suffusion of magic energy? You're still making saves against it at the end of each turn.
Oh, okay, yeah.
On average, with the +1, and I think is +0, you guys would have still been failing it, so that's why I just hand waved it away.
Sorry, I'm a little sleepy today. Brain's not quite tracking.
I gotcha. All right, well, you guys both still have that. All right, Liz, it is now your turn. This thing is right in front of you in melee.
I don't like that. I
Indeed.
cast Violence.
Okay.
Well, let's see what I actually do. I'm gonna be Misty Step out of here. I don't like being in melee.
Okay. Where are you Misty stepping to?
Is it possible to go back 30 feet and still have line of reference to the enemy?
Yeah, there's a tree like 30 feet back. You could easily make that.
Sure, let's attack the thing. I'll Misty Step back,
Okay. Boink.
and then I'm gonna Firebolt the boy that attacked me. No, I'll Firebolt the one that attacked the bear. Is that possible?
Yeah, you can see them. They were hidden in the large grass. They have now revealed themselves. They don't have bonus action hide.
Okay. Well, yes, I do the violence. And I'll have the bird help me. Yeah.
Sure, you have advantage.
.22 hit.
22 hits him.
That's not correct.
It doesn't matter. He looks healthier.
That's bad. I try to hide and break line of sight using my remainder movement to feet.
Okay.
The owl was trying to come to me in a general sense without revealing myself obvious. So it's kind of obscured itself in some trees and stuff.
Okay, so yeah, you're going to crouch down in the tall grass by this tree.
Yeah, I'm going to try to hide.
Okay. Yeah, if you can hide as a bonus action.
I Misty Stepped as a bonus action. Oh,
Yeah.
I Firebolted as an action. I
Yeah.
can't do that. Never mind. I'm spent. Sorry.
Okay. You just stay there.
I'll just break line of sight. That's all, and get away.
Okay.
Like 10 more
breaking
feet
line of
back,
sight.
say the other tree.
Yes, you just head south into the corner there, kind of breaking line of sight with them.
Sure.
All right. At the end of your turn, make
If
that
possible,
wisdom
the
save.
owl also.
Yeah, the owl can make it. But yeah, at the end of your turn, you get that other get a wisdom save again.
Nope.
Okay, Beta, your turn. There is a there's an angry dog in front of you.
I thought it was latched onto me. I was like,
Well, it bit
well,
you.
isn't this peculiar?
It is not. It is not grappling you.
Well, isn't this peculiar? Okay, puppy. You want to play? Okay, we will play, puppy. We will play. I am going to pet the dog with a taser.
Okay, roll the hit. That hits. Your taser does not seem to be particularly effective, though it does do some damage.
They're immune to thunder? Oh.
No, wait, I thought it was doing lightning.
Oh, yeah, lightning damage. Yeah, that's the same thing. Well, no.
Well,
it's
they're
not.
resistant to it. They still take some damage.
Oh, okay. 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 Okay.
Yep.
Well, you can
Anything
fuck
else?
off. It lost its reaction, I believe.
Yes, it lost its reaction. I am going to move away from the thing. Out of the tall grass. Can I do that?
How much movement speed do you have?
30 feet.
You do not have enough movement speed to get out of the tall grass. You're like 40 feet into the room. So I assume you're just running back towards the
Yes.
black ring.
Yes.
You'd get part of the way there.
Okay, cool.
All right, you do so. Anything else?
No, that is it.
All right, you run. Bear. Gilbert.
Did the bear fall asleep?
The bear takes a nap as he gets mauled. Taka.
The bear did have a long day.
Okay. Okay. There's a thing.
Yes.
Did you make me magical again, Elizabeth?
Nope, I had to fuck off because melee is bad for me.
Oh, okay. How's it looking?
Which one?
I thought you said there's one. How many
There's
is
three
there?
of them.
How are they looking?
The one that was fighting Sister Beta looks slightly injured. The one fighting the bear looks even better than it did at the start of combat. And the one that was fighting Liz looks unharmed.
I'll fighting spirit shoot the injured one.
Okay. A roll to hit.
Let's just wing this one. Oh, I forgot a one.
You did. But you hit him.
Hell yeah, brother.
Okay, yeah, you're just plowing into this guy.
That's all I got.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like it's not completely effective, but it does take some damage from it.
Okay.
But otherwise, you hold your position.
Where am I?
Like 10 feet away from the one that, was fighting Beta.
Was?
Well, she took off. She started running back towards that black circle. Out of the tall grass.
Who else is still here?
You, the bear. That's it. The others just
Bumble?
died off.
Bumble?
Bumble never rolled initiative.
Oops.
Oh,
Oh, that's
Yeah,
another
Bumble.
thing I have to keep in mind. Never roll initiative if I don't want to.
I just assumed she fell asleep.
You're good, you're good.
Kinda did.
oh, is the black circle?
Let's see.
That's mine-ish. 21.
Okay, I heard it. 40, 50, 60 feet from you.
I'm 30 feet closer to it.
Okay. You back up 30 feet.
Very good.
I have no preference, so whoever goes first for the tie.
Yeah, yeah. Well, let's see. It's the dogs. Gilbert, are you here?
Said his AC was 14, but I mean, he's not here to
Yeah,
keep track of
yeah, but he's
HP.
not here to keep track of health. So the one that was attacking the bear is going to turn and run down Taka. Because it can move fast. And it leaps to try to bite Taka. Ooh.
Oh my god. The karma finally sets in.
Taka, it bites you for 24 piercing damage.
Oh.
Ow.
Oh.
Yep. Let's see. The one that was fighting Beta is going to chase down Beta. And try to bite her. Does a 17 hit Beta?
It does not.
Okay. And the last one, since Liz teleported away, leaving no trace, it's going to attack Bumble. Bumble, does an 11 hit you?
No.
Alright, it tries to bite you and fails. Liz, it is your turn.
So, well, 3 party members. It's a bit concerning. Well, 4 actually, counting me, but how far is Taka from me?
Taka, let's see, that would be 5, 10, 15 feet from you.
All right, this is stupid, but it's probably better than casting Dragon's Breath on my bird and having strafes while the party dies, because you could probably do better damage. I don't know how you're going to deal with that thing being in melee, but the owl flies to Taka, and the bow, it touches. I cast Magic Weapon as a bonus action. Use my action to hide.
I thought Magic Weapon was a bonus action.
Yeah, Magic Weapon, bonus action, action hide.
Ah, I'm sorry, I thought you said bonus action to hide. I'm like, wait, what?
I have no
yes.
means to hide as a bonus action.
Okay, just...
Well,
So yeah, you duck down in the tall grass. Please make a stealth check.
And
Can I
if
have-
possible, I'd like... Yes, you have your +1.
no. Do I have disadvantage though with a bow and melee?
Yes.
You do. You do. I don't know how to help you there because I squish wizard. But yes.
I have a masterwork scimitar.
But he didn't touch it. So you're hiding in the tall grass. Please make a stealth check.
And if possible, I'd like to move 15 more feet away.
Away in what direction? Because there's only 5 feet between you and the wall behind you.
Closer to the black circle.
Okay, yeah, so you start...
As far as the
duck
tall
down
grass
and
will
start,
take me.
you know... Mm-hmm. Basically, 15 feet will get you to the edge of the tall grass as you head along the wall.
Okay. The
You can
owl
see the
gets
black
out of...
circle 20 feet ahead of you.
Yeah, the owl uses reaction. It'll use its action. Yeah, because it used a reaction to cast a spell. It's going to use its action to harass the one assailing Taka. So the next attack against it has advantage. There we go. And the owl fucks off.
Okay.
Action, bonus action. Owl, action, reaction. That's it for me.
All right, Bumble.
Where's the enemy?
Right in front of you.
Ah! Reckless! Attack!
All right, roll to hit. You have advantage.
Is this the part where you get angry?
Bumble power!
Oh fuck!
Nice.
Oh fuck!
That is one solid hit.
Oh wait, should I have added the +6?
Did you rage?
Yes.
Then yes, a plus d6 and a 2.
Just roll the d6 plus 2.
So yeah, you're adding this. Yep, and that's radiant.
Oh, great. Yeah, so you hit him. And it looks like from your weapon damage, it wasn't particularly effective. But the radiant damage, yeah, that hurt it.
Ooh, interesting.
Anything else?
I reckless, so I attack again.
Okay, roll to hit. I know what you mean. Roll to hit. You still have the advantage. Yep, that's another hit. Roll damage. Yeah, well, once again, it resists some of the damage. Anything else?
Nope.
Alrighty. Liz, I forgot at the end of your turn you get another save, so you should make that save. Wisdom.
Nope.
Alright, Beta.
Oh shit. I am going to cast. You know what? Yeah. Fuck, which one would be better, Dex or Con? These monsters probably have good Dex and good Con, so I better skip that. How far is this dog from me?
2 feet.
2
in
feet.
melee.
Oh, fuck. You know what? I've got a sword. I'm gonna hit it with my. Oh wait, no, it's not very. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Just calm down. Retract that. You know what? I'm just gonna blast this thing at disadvantage.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm just gonna blast it.
Alright, well,
Since it's close enough, I'm gonna.
you try to unload into the dog at point blank range. Rolled hit with disadvantage.
The trick is to move the Wanderer sword sideways.
Well, she missed. So.
Well, that's one hit. It's if it's Eldritch Blast, you get to do it again.
Yeah, that was only the first
Oh
attack.
yeah, that's right.
Oof.
Afraid not.
Damn it. Alright. I should have tried something else. And as a bonus action, what kind of monster is this? It's a dog, right?
Looks vaguely canine-like, yes. With really big teeth.
It's a coin flip monstrosity or something else. So it's up to you. I don't think it's a bonus action to cast anyway, what you're thinking. A sanctuary is just, a thing.
I'm gonna cast Sanctuary as a bonus action on myself. Yes.
Okay. Anything else?
No. That's it.
Alright. Bear. Gilbert, you here?
Did Bear fall asleep?
I think Bear is hibernating. Taka,
Damn.
it is your turn.
Oh no, the bear's not here.
Yeah, this is a problem.
Yogi has left the building.
Bear!
Taka, it's your turn. What do you do?
I guess I'm gonna shoot the thing with my bow.
Alright, well, your advantage and disadvantage cancel out, so it's just a flat roll. That will hit. Roll damage.
Yeah, you'll get a +1 to damage bonus. Yeah, you already counted for it. Very good.
Alright, so it's looking... You know how I said it was looking better than it did before the fight started?
I thought
It's
that was
now-
a different one.
Nope, that was this one. It's now looking slightly worse than it did when the fight started. You've gone through whatever temp HP it had.
So wait, the one I shot already wasn't the one that charged me?
The one you just shot is the one that charged you. It is the one in melee with you.
But I had shot the injured one.
That I thought you said you were shooting the one in melee with you.
No, I meant the last round.
Which one are you intending to shoot?
That's what I'm questioning, because I the last one I shot, I thought the injured one.
Yeah, that's the one that's fighting Beta. Is that the one you want to continue shooting?
Oh no, I want to shoot the one attacking me. I just thought that was the same one.
No.
Well, I'll shoot again.
Okay. The help action only helps for the first attack, so this one's at disadvantage.
Who's that?
2d20, keep lower one. So KL1.
I'm back, guys. Sorry, I dozed off.
Hey.
So I add
Hello.
1 to the hit, though, too, right?
Yes.
Correct. So it's a plus 11 total.
That is still a hit. Roll damage. Okay. Anything else, Taka?
Yes. Well, no, I can't run now. Yeah, I guess that's it for now.
Okay, well, doggo right in front of you is going to try and bite you. Does a 17 hit you, Taka?
We're gonna do this right this time. So I can't have a shield and a bow outright.
Correct.
So I think then without the shield, my armor is only 17.
Okay, so that hits. And it bites you for 10 piercing damage.
Oh. Help!
Right, Sister Beta, the one in front of you, is going to bite you. I was going to try. It has to make a wisdom save, right?
Sanctuary, yep.
Yes.
All right. does
Oh
that
my
go through?
god. Yes, this is a very wise dog. Fuck.
It is. But does a 9 hit you for your armor class?
No, it doesn't.
All
He
right.
was very wise, but badly aim.
All right, yep. And then the other one's going to continue trying to harass Bumble.
Man. Wait, what is attacking me?
That big dog. It just bit you for 18 points of piercing damage.
You ever played Resident Evil 4? It's those fucking doggos that like grow the tentacles. This thing's nasty. It's evil looking.
It looks like this.
Oh, I want one.
They're only like the size of a
A
small
mule,
bear.
a horse,
Yeah, like a mule.
a small bear.
This is Angry Vargas.
All right. Let's see. So Liz, it is your turn.
You go where we need you. You're gonna get me killed.
Yeah. How far away is Taka from me again?
Still 15 feet.
Okay. The owl's going to close in, and it's going to use its reaction while I cast my spell with an action to cast Shocking Grasp on the thing.
Okay. Roll to hit.
You know what? Actually, no, that doesn't count. No, that doesn't work. I was about to say the help action, then the reaction, but that doesn't make any sense. So I'll roll to hit flat. Does 15 hit?
No.
Fuck. Well, the owl continues to harass the thing, and then it fucks off once more.
Right. So
I was
it
hoping
misses, but then it just like takes like its taser talons, and just like goes like right next to the ear. Zap, 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 zap.
Boops it.
Yeah.
Boops
Just,
the snoot.
well, it just like flinches away because you're like zapping like right next to its ears.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Anything else, Liz?
The owl fucks off again, and I continue to be where I am at with my shield raised,
Okay.
and hope that Taka does not catch the oof. I was really hoping to take away your opportunity attack and have him fuck off, but oof. Oh well.
Bumble.
One place to go.
What do I do if... Okay, I'm thinking about putting away my sword and recklessing to use my strength to try to bend the beast to my will and like hug him really strong to get him.
That's called a grapple, and so you
I
just
want-
you just put your sword away and you try to grapple. So this would be a strength athletics check, which I believe since you're raging you have advantage on.
Okay, so what would I roll?
A d20 or 2d20 KH1 plus your strength athletics skill modifier. You have to beat a 5,
I don't think there's any way for her to fail,
but I want to see her
unless
try.
she's not proficient.
A 2d20 KH.
1 plus athletics skill modifier.
Athletics. Okay.
Yes, you grab him.
Down boy! I want
You're
you!
gonna try and knock him prone.
So you could try to knock him prone and restrain him as a or you could try to restrain him as your second action. Which one do you want to do?
Can I do both?
I think you need the grappler feat for that. Otherwise, it's just a shove, prone, or restrain.
I got no grappler.
Right. So shove,
But I have
prone, or
unarmed
restrain.
fighting. Can that meh?
I don't
Can I
think
do
so.
something with
No.
that? Okay.
It will definitely flavor how you do it, depending on what you choose. But which one do you choose?
Well, if he's prone, that means he can't do anything, right?
It means he has disadvantage.
Oh, well, I want him not moving. I don't want him to bite me.
Well, grapple already makes his speed 0. The problem is you're in melee with him, so it wouldn't stop him from biting you.
What if I'm hanging on really tightly? He can't reach me, sort of. What if I like get on top of him and ride him like a horse?
Okay,
Try and like
you could try to do
strangle him.
that. Yeah, sure. Go ahead and this is another grapple check, so you need to do your strength athletics again.
Do I get an advantage or no?
Yeah, you still have advantage from your rage. You get on his back.
I want to get on his back and like choke him in a way so he's like brought to his knees. Well, he's a
Well,
dog.
that I think will need another attack action, which you don't have.
Damn.
But you could try it next turn.
Would I have two actions though? Well, I mean, I have two attacks.
Yeah,
you just
you're
used
attacked
both of
twice
them.
already.
Both grapples. Each
Fine,
grapple was
fine.
an attack. But you are mounted on the back of him, which will make it hard for him to bite you.
Okay.
This is amusing.
All right, Beta.
I am going to turn and move away from the dog.
Nice.
Okay,
Wiggle
well,
my ass in front of
it's
the dog.
going to try and take its attack of opportunity against you.
I still have sanctuary up, so okay.
Yeah,
does a
that
17
looks like
get
that pass.
That gets through, yeah.
The dog bites
Does
him
a
in
20
the
hit you?
ass. Do it.
I can shield that, so no.
Okay.
Wait, hang on. On second thought, Sister Beta does not know shield for some strange reason, so I won't be
That's
shielded.
very
So
concerned Pepe
that is very
face.
concerning. Yeah, I did not know I didn't have shield, but okay.
Definitely
so,
use that
yeah. I mean, I definitely got to pick that spell up the next chance
She
I
just
get.
woke up and she forgot it.
I mean,
My entire
yeah,
life has
Only
been a
learned four
lie.
Pokemon moves.
I
She can only
mean,
know
what?
Pokemon moves.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, that hits. So take your damage, fucking shitty fuck.
All right, well, it bit you for 12.
All right, it bit me for 9. So I'm gonna move away, and then when I get a substantial distance, I am going to turn around and blast that fucking dog. Both
Okay.
barrels.
All right, yeah, you run out of the tall grass, 30 feet into the room with the black ring that you fought the white in the armor, and turn around and you blast. Roll to hit. Well, that's a hit and a crit. And talk about both barrels.
Would you look at that bullshit?
And that's force damage, right?
Yes, it's force damage.
All right, well, that hurts it. And it is, probably the most injured of these 3 dogs.
Bad dog.
Anything else?
No, that is it.
Okay. Beta Bear.
Yeah.
Are you up for this?
Yes.
Okay. It's your turn.
Thank the
Um,
gods.
Gonna rage and smack a bitch. The one that the obnoxious child is touching.
Okay.
Wait, what?
You walk. You pad over to the one that the child is attempting to ride, and you attack. Roll to hit.
No!
Both hits.
Wait, does he hit me?
No, he's hitting the thing
Oh.
you're riding.
Yeah, but can he accidentally hit me? This is dangerous.
I mean, if he had rolled a 1, maybe, but he didn't.
I'd like to quotes accidentally hit the child.
This is a part where we eliminate that. My God.
All right. Well, you smack the doggo for 15.
Well, I don't
Does not
like
appear to be
beating-
particularly effective.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
No! Don't hurt my puppy!
Thing's obviously trying to murder you. Why does this always happen? Every campaign, someone's like, I want a thing, a pet. And as it actively tries to kill him.
The bear is gonna look at the child and say, "Child, I hope the puppy eats you."
I mean, remember Dragoon had a damn fucking basilisk he
And
was
That'll
riding?
be my turn.
Remember that.
Okay.
He only played for like 3 sessions and brought in a fucking basilisk to damn near destroy the party.
Yep. I remember that.
Okay. Let's see. Taka.
I'll drink a potion of greater healing.
Okay. Potion of greater healing.
That's 44 plus 4, if memory serves right.
It is, in fact, 4d4 plus 4. So you heal for 16.
Oh wow, that's it. Fuck. Alright, does that count as an action?
Yes.
I'll shoot the fucker.
You use your action.
Do I have 2?
You have 2 attacks if you take the attack action. But
Oh God, I didn't know that. Oh, okay.
So do you do anything on your turn?
Yeah, I'm going to also second win.
Great
Okay.
choice. That reminds me, I should probably consider that too.
Hell yeah, brother.
Mm-hmm. You heal for another 15. Anything else?
No, I'm just doing math.
All right. Well, Taka, that dog in front of you is going to continue trying to bite you.
Okay. Alright, now this is just fucking me. The rolls are angry with me.
Yeah, you must have angered the dice gods at some point. It bites you for 9.
Crit 3 times. You crit 3 times, it's taking its payment back. The dice giveth and they taketh away.
The other dog comes running out of the grass, chasing down Beta. And is going to try to bite Beta. Does a 20 hit Beta? It bites you for a 16.
Holy fuck, this is some strong ass dove.
Size of
They're
a small bear.
spooky. Demonic, fiendish, or monstrous. I can't tell what the fuck it is. It's evil!
Now, the one that the child is riding is going to try and shake the child off while running north. This will provoke an attack of opportunity first from the bear.
Ah!
I'll hit the child. Yeah.
You can only target the doggo because it is what's using its movement.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, totally.
Okay, sure. Roll to hit.
Little did we know the bear was neutral evil and found its chance.
I'm going to attack it recklessly.
As you are wont to do. You hit it. Does some damage. Not particularly great damage, or effective, but it does some. As it runs 60 feet to the north.
Oh, bless.
And then it's going to try and stop suddenly, shaking Bumble off. Bumble, I need you. This is basically a contested grapple, so you need to make your strength athletics check again.
Give me a second.
You need to beat a
This
5.
is not, it's impossible.
I know it is. Basically, he tries to stop suddenly so he could throw the child down right in front of it, but it didn't. It didn't work. The child hung
So
on.
I need to make another.
Technically, you need to make a strength athletics check. You have to beat a 5, which is a
Do
guarantee.
I get advantage or no?
Yes, you have advantage because you're raging.
Athletics again?
Yep, you stay seated. You can also see off to the right as you sit on the sinks. It ran far north, kind of revealing more of the map. To the right, you can see it looks like it opens up into another cavern with another one of those white quartz circles filled with luminescent white mist. Liz, it is your turn.
Okay. Well, I think it's prudent for me to second wind here because I am hurt.
Uh-huh.
Hit points are hit points. I will use my action to use the owl's reaction to shocking grasp of thing attacking Taka.
Okay. Do it.
Fuck.
Miss.
Help action. The next attack on the thing has advantage. The owl fucks off.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not too much, honestly. That's all I can do.
Alrighty. Bumble, you are mounted on your doggo.
I hate to do this, but I would like to
Get
reckless
prone.
attack.
Kill it.
I want to reckless an attack of choking him.
Okay. Make your attack roll. It's an unarmed strike.
I don't know what that means.
Roll plus your strength modifier plus your proficiency bonus at advantage.
Looks like you're rolling a +8, I think.
Okay, plus 8
I don't know
sounds
what your
good.
modifier-
About right, anyway. You need a 1 after the H. You need to tell it how many to keep.
I'll be back briefly.
Well, that's a crit. So, damage is, what is your, you have the unarmed fighting style, right?
Wait, I can't find it. Give me a second. I got Tavern Brawler, Unarmed Fighting, and Skilled Expert.
Okay. So, roll 2d6 plus your strength modifier. Sorry, a 2d8 plus your strength modifier. You need an R and a space. So you start choking him out, dealing 11 points of damage. Not great.
Can
Not
I
very
can I
effective.
change it? Sort of like I don't want to kill him. Can I like knock him unconscious?
If it would have rendered him unconscious, yes, it
Since it's
didn't.
a crit. Okay. Like since it's a crit, can I be more
Yes,
specific in my goal?
if even on a normal attack, not just a crit, but even on a normal attack, you can always call to make a melee attack non-lethal, which would knock him
Okay.
out.
All of my shit is non-lethal right now from now on.
Okay.
For now.
You
With
have
the
to call
dog.
it out every attack, because I'll forget. All
In
right,
case I forget, that's why
you
I'm
start
saying
choking it. Beta, your turn. Mister, you here?
Shit. I'm gonna try to. Fuck. I guess Beta is going to head back towards. How far is the party from me?
Taka is like 20 feet from you.
You know what? No. I'm going to use healing light on myself to heal for fuck. For 12. Fuck. All right. And then I am going to try to move away from this fucking dog. 12.
Okay, well, it's an attempt to take an attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
Does a 19 hit you?
Oh.
Good.
And I'm gonna turn around and blast this fucking dog.
All right. You basically move like, you know, are you just like moving north, like you're just gonna kite this thing in a circle?
I'm moving towards Taka so I can use him as cover.
Okay, you run towards Taka and you realize Taka's fighting in melee with his own dog.
Well, that's fine. He can fight mine too, because I'm a healer. This is getting bad.
The two raid characters die together. They fight together, they die together, for fuck's sake. Oh no!
Well, the 11
there's-
misses, but that's a crit.
Nice.
$14 more points of force damage.
All right, yeah, you blast him. He is now bloodied.
Fuck, he's just now bloodied? Holy shit, I'm almost dead? Fuck.
Fuck. This is how the party dies. Not with a bang, but with a whimper. Fucking hell.
Getting chased around a secret underground facility by some dogs.
Yep. Like fucking Resident Evil, Death by the Hellhounds, for fuck's sake. We haven't even fought the, what is it? The lurkers, whatever those green reptile things are.
All right. Anything else, Beta?
No, that's it.
All right, Bear.
Where is everything relative to the bear?
So the one with Bumble on it ran 60 feet to the north.
So what you're saying is that the child is now alone and separated from the party.
Yes. To the southeast, about 30 feet away from you, is one of the dogs attacking Taka.
All right. I'm gonna walk up to that one,
Uh-huh.
and I'm gonna bully it out of melee with Taka.
Okay, so you're just going to grab it by the tail and pull it back? You're approaching
Yeah,
from its
pull
behind.
it, shove it, flip it. Yeah, whatever. I'm trying to bully it out of the way.
Yep, I got you. Athletics check.
Praise the steadfast hound.
You have to beat a 5.
You guys are really not good at this, are they?
They're really not, but they're really good at biting people.
They are, frighteningly so.
All right,
I
yeah,
bullied
so you,
the fuck out of them.
yeah, you like grab him by the tail and just pull him 5 feet back away from Taka.
You know? I'm gonna bully him again.
Okay. It's a little more awake now. But you grab them all the same.
Big bear bullying
A
Bargus.
small dog, yeah. Comparatively. Anything else?
The bear is going to make loud, angry bear noises and end his turn.
Okie dokie. Taka, it is your turn. You
Did you get it out of melee
He
from
got
me?
it out of melee from you.
Thank God.
Just like the gods.
Alright, there's a really injured one, right? A bloody one?
Yep, it's about 20 feet to your east. It's the one Beta ran from, who's right next to you right now, by the way.
So, did I have advantage, Elizabeth?
Only the one that's like 10 or 5 feet away from you. The one closest to you. The first hit, at least.
Which is not bloodied.
Alright, I'm in a fighting spirit. And I am going to shoot the bloodied one.
Alright, you take aim at the one that was fighting Beta. Roll to hit.
Please, gods, please.
That hits. It now appears to be severely wounded. As your arrow tears through it.
Kill it, kill it, kill it.
Is that enough?
That misses.
No! Alright, I'm gonna run away from both of them.
Okay, so which way do you run? You got one to your east and one to your west.
Sounds like I'm going south.
Alright, you run south into the tall grass and
Okay. Tall grass. I thought that's north.
both actually. Anything but east would be tall grass.
Well, I meant like,
Everywhere.
can I run away towards like where we came from?
That's where the bloodied one is.
Oh,
Beta
okay.
ran
So,
past you and it followed.
wait, can I try to stealthily disappear in the tall grass as I?
Do you have a way to do bonus action hide?
You can conceal yourself, but they can still hear where you're at until you hide as an action.
Oh. Well, can I just try and conceal myself?
Yeah, you could duck down in the tall grass as you go north or something. North would
Yeah,
be
okay.
probably the best. Tactically, north would put you in the best position.
Yeah. So I used my bonus in 2 attacks and movement, so.
All right. Let's see here. Well, you know what happens when you grab an animal by the tail, Bear, so it's going to turn and try to bite you. Does a 23 hit the bear?
Is 23 greater than 14? I believe the answer is yes.
So it bites the bear for 8 points of damage.
Ah, foolish Bargust. I have that, for I am bear.
Uh-huh. And Bear looks up and sees the other one running down and trying to take a bite out of Beta, which is a real badly bloodied one. Does a 20 hit Beta?
Yes! This motherfucker's hit me every goddamn time! Every fucking time!
And
no!
it bites you for 12.
Sister Beta, no!
No, I'm alright, I just healed for 12, so now I take 9 of that away.
The blood floweth on Saturday, and it shall floweth on Monday.
It makes me
too.
have that notion.
And then Bumble, the one that's fighting you, is going to try and throw you off again, so you need to make an athletics check. You need to beat an 8. I think it's automatic, but go ahead and roll just to be sure.
Underdark?
Bumble, are you here?
Sorry. What was
Athletics.
the question?
It's trying to throw you off. Make an athletics check.
Your monster
Do I have
dogs are
advantage?
the worst.
Aren't they though?
Do I have advantage?
Yes. You're still raging.
This encounter's
Yes, but
been
she has a
hell.
+8, bruh. She couldn't fail that if she tried.
I know, but I still like to see the roll.
I mean, unless she rolls a 1. That's the only way she gonna fail.
At least we do good in something, right?
Guys, this is a DM trick that I'm aware of. You see, by making you roll, even when you know you'll succeed, it's to
luck.
burn your good rolls.
Remember when we had an easier time fighting the fiend than these fucking dogs?
Remember
Yeah, I
when
know.
the fiend was vulnerable to your magical piercing damage?
All right. Well, that's it for El Doggos. Liz, it is your turn.
How far away is Taka from me?
Taka is 40 feet from you.
How far away is Beta from me?
10 feet from you.
Oh, the dog fighting me!
I don't have any effective means to damage it. Could I hold my action to Sanctuary? Or no, actually that would break concentration. I was trying to find the initial order and I can't find it, goddammit. I don't know if casting Sanctuary on you would help or not, Beta, but I would if it would. Would it? No. You don't know?
So what do you do?
I don't know. I don't know when. Let me go back up a little.
Yeah, it was like about 6 seconds. So I shocking grasp the thing in melee with Beta.
So you run up and try to melee the dog. All right, roll it.
Nope. I'm doing this with the bird. Fuck that
Oh, okay.
shit.
Well, you didn't say that.
Fuck that. I'm not going out there to get shredded.
Yes, feed yourselves to my fiendish dogs.
Please hit.
That hits.
Oh my god.
Roll damage.
Shocking, and I should have made a wisdom save last turn. I'm not sure if this matters.
Make your wisdom save now. Actually, you should have made a couple. So make it doesn't matter. Okay, so this hurts. You don't heal it instead.
It's dead? Repeat.
Yeah, you damage it. It's not very effective, but it's hurt.
Okay. And it loses its reaction. The bird harasses the one it just hit.
Uh-huh.
And it's gonna fuck off.
Uh-huh. All right.
And let's see. I will. That's all I can do. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bumble.
It's
your turn.
I want to recklessly non-lethal the doggy.
Okay. Well, make 2 of those melee unarmed strikes then. You have advantage.
That cat. Wish that cat, but it's a dog. But it's a giant dog. But it's a giant dog trying to kill you. Nevertheless, squeeze.
Don't worry, guys. I've come up with a plan. It's a great plan. You'll love it when you see it.
It's a pro gamer move
That
to
hits.
knock it out. Does Divine Smite apply to this?
That also hits Bumble. So 2 hits. Roll damage.
What's the damage again?
D8 plus 4. I think you said. Well, D8 plus your con mod.
2d8s, I think.
Yeah, so it'd be
2d8s,
2d8s plus your strength modifier plus your strength modifier.
So 10.
Okay.
Go to sleep.
Okay, well, you continue choking it out. It is not yet asleep or even bloodied. Anything else?
This is a horrible meme. I hate it.
Can I like
But I
try
can't stop
and
looking
like
at it.
turn the head a little bit so it can go in the other direction where the potty was at?
Make an animal handling check.
Bruh, how do I do
That's
that?
cool.
It's a d20
Wisdom.
plus your animal handling skill.
I'm gonna be bad.
It'll be entertaining, nevertheless. Hey,
Hey, you like get it to turn around.
Yay! In case it runs again. I don't know if it's running
No, it had
continuous.
stopped. It had just run off so that
Okay.
you were isolated. Because it was hoping it could eat you, but it's having trouble with that. All right, Beta.
Since the one that's bloody lost its reaction, I'm gonna move away and blast it.
All right, yeah. You kind of just step past it, turn, blast away.
your first hit has advantage because I helped with the owl.
Kill it. Make it die.
Please apply die to it.
That hits.
That's disadvantage, but we'll take it.
That's wrong too. It should be a 6, so it should be a 20 instead of.
It don't matter.
A 20
Don't
will
matter.
still hit.
A second shot.
All right, second shot misses, but the first shot hits. Roll damage. All right, you hear this little as it goes down. It is dead.
Wow, so
Oh
anticlimactic.
my god. Fuck you, you stupid pupper.
2 puppers remain.
Ugh.
Anything else, Beta?
I'm gonna spit on the dog. I'm done. Fuck
All right.
much.
Bear.
All right. I'm going to pick up this dog over my shoulder. I'm going to walk it over to the child and the dog that she's
The
accosting.
child is 80 feet away from you currently.
I know. I never said it would happen this turn.
Okay, so you're dragging it over there. What's your normal speed?
40 feet.
So you move 20. So you're at half speed because you're grappling it.
Mm-hmm.
Are you dashing?
You know what? That sounds mighty pleasant to me. Yeah, the bear's gonna drag this dog all the way over.
You drag it 40 feet. You are halfway there. Anything else?
Yeah. I'm gonna drop my. But before I start dragging, I'd like to have just dropped my my picnic basket, and then start moving.
Okay, no problem. Taka.
Alright. I'm gonna shoot a thing.
Okay.
Which one's more injured?
Say again.
One's more injured.
Well, the dead one is probably more injured.
Smart ass. Of the 2 living ones!
You can only see the one the bear is dragging. You don't have a line of sight on the one with the child.
Okay. Then I will shoot that one.
All right. Roll to hit.
Risky.
Hey, at least there's not one in melee with you now.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna risk it then yet. Alright, we'll do this. It should be that.
That hits.
Alright, now I'll risk it. Damn it.
And you miss.
Alright. Using like a spell, those are all actions.
Usually, yes.
Alright, well then I guess. How far am I?
The dog is currently 45 feet away from you. Being dragged by the bear.
Can I
By the
move
tail.
farther away, but still try to maintain maximum line of sight?
Yeah, you could probably get like 60 feet away from it while still maintaining line of sight.
Do that.
Okay, you do it. Well, Bear, the dog you're dragging by the tail does not like that. It is going to try and bite you.
It's okay.
Does a 16 hit the bear?
Yep.
All right, it bites the bear for 15.
The bear does not relent.
I'm sure. Bumble, the one you're trying to choke, has decided to stop throwing you off of it because that's not effective, and it's just going to try to claw you instead with its claw.
But I'm on its back.
Yeah, you can scratch the top. You can scratch your back, right?
No, not a dog.
Wouldn't the dog have to sit down to do that, though?
It's a
Yeah,
Yeah, it
monster
would have to.
dog.
It would have to do it with its back leg.
Guys, we don't know how this thing's shoulder joints work. It's entirely
Yeah.
feasible. It can scratch its own back. The DM says so, therefore it is.
It
Oh, it has
bends
to have some
unnaturally
luck.
and scratches at Bumble.
Surprise Pikachu face.
Its
I
head
bet it
rotates
was
like
too.
an owl.
I'm real
Head
realistic.
rotates too. Fuck.
And its hip rotates. Basically, you're on its chest now.
Ew, cursed image.
It's now cradling you.
Whoa!
Oh,
Ew!
Under wouldn't do that. He's more realistic.
Yeah, but does a 17 hit you?
If it doesn't match, then
Yes.
Then yes.
All right, Claw swipes you for 5 points of slashing damage.
Takes 5 damage. I take fucking 26 or whatever.
There's a reason it was trying to bite everything instead of clawing it. The bite's a little bit more effective. All right. Well, that's all it can do. Liz, it is your turn.
So, I'm basically playing Dead by Daylight here, crouching in tall grass, avoiding the killer. When I see one of the survivors injured. So I'm going to burst out of the grass and I'm going to heal Beta with my healer's kit as an action. You take 12 points of healing, Beta. You have that?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
And I'm going to redirect my owl to harass the closest bad boy within its radius, its zone of influence.
Yep, that's the one by the bear's dragon, by the tail.
Yep, that one's going to get harassed. It's going to be very much inconvenienced, and it's going to use the remainder of its movement speed to get back to me while maintaining a 10-ish feet up in the air. Whatever it's been. It fucks off. Back to me.
Okay.
Okay, action.
Anything else?
Yep. That's what I do. I maintain concentration. I try to get back into tall grass and crouch again, like the good Claudette I am in Dead by Daylight. That's it.
All right. Bumble.
Meh. I want to do it again. It needs to sleep.
Rolled it.
While she's doing that, quick question. If I were to hide myself and shoot from a hidden position, when I shoot, does it then lose the hidden?
Yes.
Hmm.
Shooting reveals your position.
I have to re-hide again?
Yes. Those both hit Bumble. Roll damage.
Have you bullied this thing to the ground yet? I highly recommend that if we're going to really prolong this encounter. Next round, of course. Very good.
I'm gonna bully it, but it won't go down. It won't sleep.
Yeah, it's starting to pant. It's you're pretty sure you've got it below half.
Are we going to beam this to sleep? Really?
I want to choke it, make it pass out, take my rope, tie it around its legs and neck and mouth so it doesn't bite, and then I'm going to drag it back to the party.
No.
Good luck with that. All right.
We are going to have words. We are going to
Yeah.
have words, I guarantee you.
My plan.
All right. Bumble, anything else?
No, not until it sleeps.
All right. Beta.
I'm gonna blast the one that the bear is dragging.
Good plan. Roll to hit.
The first one has advantage because it's been harassed. I mean, you're playing Resident Evil with these hellhounds. I might as well play Resident Evil with the ravens. Am I right?
Bear noises.
That's a crit.
Ooh.
You can't prove that in a court of law.
That's a normal hit.
Nice. Do it. Kill it. Woo!
All right, it is bloodied by that.
And done.
All right, bear.
Well, I'm gonna dash with this thing so that I'm up with the child.
Yes, you have
I
dragged
will
it all the way
return.
up to the one that the child is on.
Well, let's see. That's my action to dash. And I'll use my bonus action to do nothing because I can't do a thing with my bonus action. So that will conclude the bear's turn.
He vibes.
Yes, the bear has the bear vibes in the woods.
Okay. Taka.
The dragon one.
All right, roll to hit. That's a hit.
Oh
That
my-
is not.
At least it wasn't in that one. That would have been a bitch.
Shoot the bear in the ass.
The sharpshooter shot.
Anything else, Taka?
No.
The two doggos look at each other. And then the
Two halves of the same, in the words
and
of
then the dog
Sleuth.
bites the bear. Bear takes 9 piercing damage.
Okay. You will have to try better than that.
Uh-huh. Liz, your turn.
Bear. How hurt does Taka look? Do you look okay?
You know, if I was a guessing man, I'd say I have about 37 out of 49 hit points if I was just like figuratively speaking.
Yes, well, figuratively speaking, no, this is actually... how close are you to me? I don't know how close you are to me, but if you're
It's like
within 30 feet of me...
He is.
Okay, so I go to Taka, and I'm
Uh-huh.
going to use my actions to healer's kit, and you gain 15 hit points.
This is acceptable.
The bear continue... Yeah, the owl harasses the creature that the bear is grappling, again,
Uh-huh.
and the owl fucks off again.
Uh-huh.
And I hide in tall grass again, like a Claudette,
Uh-huh.
while working on a generator.
All right.
The generator clicks. I'm done.
Generator clicks. 20 zombies appear.
That's bullshit. Fucking 20 zombies and these fucking bastards.
Yeah, it's because I fucked up a skill check. It blew up.
Yeah, and because of the way the engine works, they just spawns like halfway between you and the bear because the party's so spread out.
Ew.
Well, that blows.
Well, rest in Pepsi. I tried everyone.
Yeah. Anyway, Beta, it is your turn. Mister, you here?
Oh, mister, don't leave us now. We need you. We need
Mister?
that Eldritch Blast.
I'm attempting to summon AGR to come to our aid.
Beta has gone unresponsive. Bear.
No! You know it's
All
bad
right.
when we rely on the Warlock for damage.
So the bear has now pulled the Barghest in with the other Barghest and the child, right?
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna beat the shit out of the Barghest now.
Which one?
Mine.
Okay.
Actually, hold on. No. I'd like to drag it so that I'm a little farther past it and the other Barghest.
To what end?
Hmm?
Not sure what you're trying to get at here.
Basically, I want the two Barghest to be like right next to each other, like with the child all in a pile, and then I want to like rotate back around to be between that pile of stuff that's bad for the party and the party.
Oh, yeah, I got you. Okay, yeah, you can do that.
All right. And then
Anything
I'm
else?
gonna start. Yeah, I'm gonna start. Bullying that pile.
Okay. You're starting with the one you dragged over?
Yep.
All right, roll to hit.
I love being reckless.
Oh.
Well, a crit and a normal hit.
Please, RNG Jesus, smile upon us, please.
The bear is done with this shit.
I'll take the wink, RNG Jesus, thank you.
Not very effective, but it does do some damage.
How fucked up does the child look?
At all.
Hmm?
Not fucked up at all.
Good to know. Alright, that'll be my turn.
Okay. Taka.
I shoot the thing.
Okay, roll to hit.
What?
Miss. That's a hit.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that one the bear is fighting and you're shooting, starting to look pretty rough.
Huh?
Yeah,
There you
it's past bloodied. It's like way hurt.
All right, let's see. Is that it for you, Taka?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, they're both going to try and bite the bear now.
Oh no.
Well, one of
Does
them.
it bite the child?
No, it trips over its own.
Damn it!
It trips over itself? Does that mean it's prone?
No, it just stumbles.
Aww.
Bear does take 12 piercing damage.
Indeed.
Liz.
6 piercing damage.
I'm okay.
Why
Does
6?
Bear
That was
look-
only one attack.
Does Bear look like they're in danger? There was no
yeah,
response.
Yeah, that's why. Never mind. Sorry. I got it. Yeah, Bear's not responding.
I'm here.
Well, no, I just asked, like, how fucked up do you look? I can't tell theater to the mind at all.
Oh, let's see.
Is Bear bloodied?
No.
Then you're probably okay.
Hypothetically speaking, out of 70 arbitrary hit points, I have only lost 29 arbitrary hit points.
Yeah, well, arbitrarily, I will cast Mind Sliver on the popper, because it does not look extremely smart. The one that the bear is grappling. I'll need an intelligence saving throw. That is a pretty fucking smart popper, but that fails.
Mm-hmm.
It's smarter than most
9
of our
points
party.
of psychic damage.
I am back.
Welcome back. You missed your turn. I will help action with the owl.
Okay.
To the next thing to hit the dog that the bear is grappling has advantage. Yes.
All right. Well, that dog looks to be on the verge of death.
Yes.
Bumble, it is your turn.
Oh, fucks off. I'm done.
Bumble, it is your turn.
I want to choke the doggy again.
All right, make your
And non-lethal.
sure. Make your unarmed strikes.
Oh my.
I'm on a mission.
See, I hope you don't get your hopes too up because I mean, look at them. This is not a mastiff. This is a fucking evil thing.
Hey, you can train with the proper training. Any dog can be a good boy.
It's probably twice as smart as you with the int save at me.
Well, those both hit. Go ahead and roll damage. And I'm just laughing here because it might very well be twice as smart as certain members of the party.
Yeah, it is. If it's got a +1, it's got a 12 int, and some of us have dumped into 6. Not me, but yeah.
All right, you continue choking it. It's getting weaker.
Oh no, we lost Gilbert. The bear has come.
All right, Beta.
Dog left is the one. Oh, the one Gilbert's
Both
pulling.
left. The
Okay,
one
yeah,
Gilbert is pulling and the one Bumbles is riding.
I'm gonna shoot the one Gilbert's pulling.
Okay.
I have advantage, Mick.
Yes, on the first shot.
First one. I am begging Gilbert to come back in the DMs.
I didn't even hear him leave.
You just put him. Ooh. Maybe the gods are for us.
Your bolt hits it. Its head explodes, covering the bear in gore as the first one dies.
Oh, it didn't roll damage. That was another one to hit.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that was the damage from the first one. Well, that one misses, so we'll just ignore that one. Roll damage from that crit, though. 16, yeah. Yeah, head explodes, gore covers the bear. Second one down.
What the fuck? What happened?
The one that you were bullying, it just got shot at long range by Beta and its head exploded, covering you in gore.
That's nice.
Yep. Anything else, Beta?
I am done.
All right, Bear.
How injured does the other one look?
Bloodied.
Hmm.
Oh.
The bear is going to start to kill that dog.
Okay, roll to hit. God damn with the crits tonight.
No. RNG Jesus is merciful. Whew.
All right, you take a big old chunk out of it. Not as effective as you could have been, but it did damage.
I will not cease this assault until it is dead.
Okay. Taka.
So is one of them dead?
Yep, one left.
I shoot it.
Roll to hit.
Oh, please. End this madness now.
That hits.
About fucking time.
That also hits.
Wow.
All right, so your first arrow hits it. Brings it to the brink of death. It's hanging out by a thread when the second arrow comes. Goes through its head and just all along, down its throat and all through its body, emerging partially out the back end, like a spike out its anus, as the dead dog flops over to the side in front of this white gate. Its blood soaking
Oh
the
my
ground. You guys are out of initiative.
Hooray!
We are?
Yep.
Yeah,
What did I
the dog.
manage
dead.
to get the dog?
No, they
Wait,
killed
what?
it in front of you.
Oh, we killed it.
no! You meanies.
Well, that thing was gonna murder us.
Not if I tied it up really well.
No,
No,
You guys never tied anything? It's
no.
very good tying.
thing would have snuck out in the middle of the night and eaten us and mauled our throats.
I tried to tied it a thing around its what's the thing I called?
I know what you're thinking, but this is no ordinary dog. What the hell is this? I'm gonna try to open my book and try to discern what this is. Is this a history or arcana check?
Make an arcana check.
Let's see. A blast of the past. Add a reborn knowledge to this.
Okay.
As images of another life flash before me, where I may be thing.
Yeah. Life of somebody who desired to hunt fiends, because that's what that was. That was a fiend.
Okay.
Gasp.
Do I know what it is? It seemed to take fire in and be healed by it. It's fucking bizarre.
So nothing in your book tells you that they have any like immunity to fire like that. So you have no idea why that helped, but they're fiends. They are associated with goblins. Goblins seem to worship them.
Strange.
They're also known to be shapeshifters and can take the form of goblins.
Yeah. Well, there you go, Bumble. We're gonna tie this thing up, and then this thing would have fucking turned into a noblin, and then slit our throats with our own weapons. That's what would have happened. It would have just shapeshifted out of its chains or binds. Wow. What the fuck? That is some weird shit. Yeah, and they're evil fiends. They're definitely evil fiends. So, I say we half-ass conceal these bodies if we even want to bother, and take a short rest back at where we got summoned, because people look hurt.
I need a long rest. I'm all out of juice. Need tea and rest.
Bear, do you want scritches? Do you want bandages? Bear?
Sure.
I'm trying to make Bear feel better and get 13 points of healing.
Bear feels a bit better.
Thanks, Bear, for helping us. I don't even know your name, but thanks, Rick, really. We probably would have been eaten alive if you didn't help Taka there.
The bear makes more bear noises.
Okay, well, as long as Taka has that magical bow, I feel okay.
Beta scratch the bear behind the ears. He's a good boy. MZ's a good boy.
I don't think intelligent creatures like that. Do they?
The bear is going to pick up Beta and begin to crush Beta with a bear hug.
I guess they do like that. Huh. So, what do we want to do, fellas? I'm kind of tired, honestly.
Wrong rest. Very wrong sleep I must.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry for taking a short rest in the middle of combat on you guys.
That's okay. I'm just happy that you came. I'm just happy, honestly. That was kind of terrifying.
If you didn't wake up now, you would have woke up to bodies.
Except me, because I fucking hit like a little bitch.
Wakes up at the end of the session. Sorry, guys, I dozed off. Oh, it's all good, Gilbert. The party all died while you were asleep. Oh
Yeah.
shit! Really?
No, Elizabeth, I don't think there was anywhere you could run to. We were in a dead end.
I hid in grass with a pretty good stealth score. Yeah, I just tried to support with my owl, and holy shit. The
Against
value of
bugs.
Find Familiar. Yeah. I mean, like, they're healed by fire. Like, what the fuck? I don't even know what the hell these things are. Oh.
This
I
is
can't be
why
using
the
doubled spells
superior
every turn.
damage type is the piercing, the slashing, and the bludgeoning.
And even then, they were resistant to it.
Hey, you just gotta like silver your shit or make it magical.
Yeah, that's a difficulty making it magical. That's a bitch to concentrate on.
I
But,
just had a hiccup where I felt like I ripped my bronchius out of my chest.
Ow. Well, guys, what do we want to do? I'm happy. Taking a long rest. Back at where we started. Maybe we should like hide these bodies and I like prestidigitate any blood. There's probably going to be obvious signs to people that pay attention. Maybe not. I don't care. I just want a little bit of rest and peace. I don't care if it's short. I don't care if it's long. We should do one of those. So that way people can get resources back, get some health back. Are there any objections?
I object.
What?
There is no proof.
Take a what?
A short or long rest. I don't care which.
I need a wrong rest.
Gilbert's coughing. Or sneezing.
What? Oh.
Oh, can we get an updated map? You said there was a white gate. I'd like to note to where it is.
Yeah, sure.
Thanks.
Here it is. The map as revealed by you guys heading a little bit to the northern section as you guys all trek back to the Black Gate, where you entered the dungeon.
Guys, I'm noticing a theme. Black gates, white gates. Apparently, these undead believe in segregation.
They're extra evil. They're racist evil.
Oh, wait till you find the swastikas.
Oh my god.
They're not just evil, blaspheming undead, they're also Nazis.
It's an attribute just like fiend, undead, Nazi.
I've got Nazi, I've got commies.
God, not the dreaded undead Nazi commie, or commie Nazis.
And next thing you're gonna tell me are they're vampires.
Yeah,
And
the
there's like
vampires
a
are the communists.
cyborg
Yeah,
leading them.
look. The zombies are the Nazis. The vampires are the communists. And the ghosts, those guys are anarchists.
Oh my god. And they're all led by some like robo-cyborg German World War II survivor. And he talks about war and how much he likes war.
That I like war. I wish to dash these rumors. I do not like war. I love war.
Alright. Well, you guys head back to that black circle of onyx that you came in on.
Yeah. Can I use my owl's eyes to see if there's any like discernible life in the pond on the way back?
Sure. Make a perception check with your owl.
I'm looking through the owl's eyes. Do you want me to roll perception or the owl to roll
You
perception?
roll perception then.
Because the owl is not as intelligent as me. I don't see anything, I assume? No minnows or any weird shit?
Yeah, you don't really see anything. You see some pond scum floating.
Well, it's some type of like life, but it's probably too small to even see.
You know, there's trees and grass. There is life here. This isn't AstroTurf.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It was, though.
So you guys set up camp there?
Why don't we set up camp by those 3 trees and try to obfuscate ourselves? I'm going to try to like mold earth a little section of this ground. Does it seem to be able to be mold
Mold earth has
earthable?
no effect. This is magical ground.
I see.
Remember, you detected magic, all the floor, the ceiling,
Yes.
everything.
I just had to double check to see if it worked.
Yeah, so you all walk over to those trees and start setting up camp.
I think it'd be reasonable for us to try to take some cover. Is there tall
Okay.
grass here?
Then I need everyone
Where's
to
tall
make a wisdom
grass?
save. Tall grass is in the larger room to the west.
What is everyone making a wisdom save for?
Well, because you guys walked over to those trees in the north, starting to set up camp, and then I need wisdom saves from everyone.
I'm sorry, you said wisdom saves?
I did. Bumble, you feel a suffusion of magic through you.
What does that mean?
You get a feeling like the hair on the back of your neck stands up. You feel like as if like magic is coursing through you.
Ooh, can I cast a spell?
You don't
I
feel
try and
like...
cast
Okay, how do you cast a spell?
Abracadabra!
Nothing happens.
The child doesn't blow up in a surge of wild magic?
Nope.
Unfortunate.
Is this the part where we put two and two together and discover that we only make wisdom saves under trees?
I mean,
Or is there
if
some
you believe
intelligence
that's
check?
to be the... That's up to you guys. If you believe that you would put that together, that every time you walk near these trees, I'm telling you to make a wisdom save, that's, I think, fair. I don't think you need to make a check for that.
The bear is
Okay.
going to walk by several trees.
Yeah, and you need to make a wisdom save.
The bear would like to fail.
Okay, you feel a suffusion of magic.
I don't know what that is, but it's probably bad. Fuck. I'm gonna try to get some tall grass. And is someone good with survival? If someone is, could someone please help me with this?
Wait.
I'm gonna try to
Oh!
conceal. What?
The bear is going to drag over a body of one of the creatures
Okay.
underneath.
All right, I need another wisdom save from you.
The bear is going to fail it.
Okay. You feel magic coursing through you still.
The bear is going to strike at the creature's chest.
Okay, roll to hit.
It's prone.
It's prone, you have
Can't really
advantage.
resist.
It still has hide, so you still have to break the hide. All right. Roll damage. Oh, wait, no, never mind. Don't roll damage.
Huh?
The dog leaps to its feet and attacks you.
Oh.
Does a 12 hit the bear's armor class?
No.
All right, your turn, let's say. I imagine everyone is just shocked by this turn of events.
Indeed.
Wait, what happened?
The
Except
bear
Beta.
is going to begin bullying. I'm just going to shove it as far away from the party as I can.
Yeah, you shove it back. Eventually, someone just shoots it and it dies. It only had 3 hit points.
So that was excellent work, Bear.
What happened?
So it seems like, if I'm understanding what happened, this diffusion of magic we feel will actually turn whatever is harming into helpful, into hostile creatures here. As the bear attacked, it leapt on its feet. It seemed to be healed by the attack. Quite peculiar.
The bear is going to take the child and try to get it to be under the tree.
Child is under the tree. Child already failed, so it's already got its fusion of magic.
All right. The bear's going to punch the child.
Oh my gosh!
All right. Well, Bear, make your attack unless Bumble's just not going to resist.
Of course I'm going to resist. Why are you punching me?
Bear would like
Roll
to
hit.
attack recklessly.
Okay.
Oh my god! What?
Okay,
How do I
so
resist?
you don't resist. Those will both hit you. Bumble. When he punches you, you feel that magic that suffused the bear kick in. You now have 8 temporary hit points.
Ow. Why?
What the hell?
You take
That
no
works
damage.
on us too?
You take no damage and instead gain 8 temporary hit points.
I'm still what's happening.
The
Okay.
bear is going to pick up Taka and carry Taka underneath the tree.
I'm just like furiously scribbling notes on this book, and I am enamored by how this bear is so fucking smart.
The bear is just going to take its arm and like freaking clothesline Taka with it.
Are you going to resist Taka?
You're smart.
So that's a no.
That's no, I guess.
All right, bear clocks you. You gain 4 temporary hit points and take no damage.
Okay.
Also, I need you to make a wisdom save at this point, Taka.
Another one?
You're under the tree.
Another one.
Yeah, exactly like that, Beta, except that it healed the person he hit. Taka, you feel a suffusion of magic through you.
I'm sorry, but I have to pass out now.
Okay, well,
Yeah, we're
it's
getting
been
close
fun.
to
You
calling
all-
it. Have a
Yeah.
good
You
night.
all take. Good night.
See ya.
Yeah.
Under.
Mm-hmm.
Can I be under a tree and willingly fail it?
Yeah,
I
sure.
want to try something.
Sure. You feel this fusion
Yeah.
of magic.
Could I have the owl attack me? Like, just peck me?
Okay, the owl flies over, pecks you. The owl didn't fail, so you need to roll damage for the owl. You failed, not the owl.
Interesting. Let's see what the peck does, because there's no attack here. It would do 1 piercing.
Okay. Yeah, so you take the 1 damage. And then
Ow. And-
your owl will need to make a wisdom save.
So I'm getting the impression that if you go under the tree and fail, the next person you punch, you heal.
Your owl now has a suffusion of magic in it.
Okay, you feel that thing? That's good. Now peck me again.
Yeah, assuming you don't resist, so we won't bother with the attack roll.
Yeah, it does.
Elizabeth, you gain 1 temporary hit point.
Okay, just don't resist whatever that weird feeling is. Peck me again. Like up right here on my back. Just a bit higher.
Yeah, 7 temporary hit points.
Okay, right over here. Just lower. I'm gonna do it until I get 10 under.
Yeah, I got it. Okay, so you guys figured it out. You figured out the trick.
Okay,
So
okay.
you
and
guys set up camp underneath these trees, and you all go
I
to
do
sleep.
the same with the owl.
Yeah,
I do the same for the owl.
So basically, you guys will be waking up with 10 temporary hit points. But you guys go. I'm not going to ask now because we're going to call the session here. But you guys go down to start your long rest in this subterranean forest, because that is where we're going to call it for the evening.
Okay, cool.